All right, Twitch boys and girls, you guys can see me. You guys can see me. All right, now everyone can see me. All right, guys, what's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. Like, we had a little bit of a problem, had a little bit of a situation, boys and girls, a little bit of a situation that happened beforehand, but we're back, we're live, we're ready to go. I put it to unlisted, so I know some of you guys got notifications for like another stream, but it was an accident. I don't know why it was on unlisted. I usually put public, but yeah, I don't want the notifications to get all jacked up because obviously people are probably gonna want to hear what I have to say on the most like recent developments with the whole Jirard completionist charity quote unquote scam. Not gonna say scam, but kind of like quote unquote scam, you know, because they have donated the money, so I wanted to give that update. In addition to talk about some other things, because there was a mistake that I felt that Jirard made in his response. Not only was there like mistakes when it comes to just like simply mistakes, just contradictions with some of the stuff that he said. I know he was trying to be careful, but there were still contradictions. But there was also, I think that he made a very bad mistake in threatening legal action against Mudahar and Carl Jobs. I told you guys. I'll tell you guys this. I'll tell you once. I'll tell you again. You don't mess around with somebody named Mutahar. Like, I already told you guys. Like, the faster you can get out of a controversy with somebody named Mutahar, the faster you should do it. And anybody that talks like this, like, you probably shouldn't get into conversations and drama back and forth with Australian dudes that do this for a living. You know, Mudahar and Carl Jobs, they do this for a living, and they're very efficient at doing it. They've taken down people before, and I'm not saying that they're going to take down Jirard because he has a lot of support, but it's probably would have just been good if Jirard just said what he said. My bad, we donated the money, I miscalculated, and that's that, and leave it at that. And leave it at that. If he left it at that, he wouldn't have gotten a response from Mutahar. He wouldn't have gotten community noted, which we're going to talk about, because he got community noted, which he would have got community noted anyway. But like, if he just left it at that, I think Mudahar would have been okay with just that, and then maybe made another video saying, hey, there's still some money missing, but hey, it is what it is. But threatening legal action was a mistake, because now they're going to get serious. They're going to get serious. They're going to, you know, they're going to really research and cross-examine what he says. Like, I think it was a big mistake to threaten legal action. And I said that right after people told me. It's like, hey, he had a response that he threatened legal action. I'm like, oh, why would he do that? Like, you don't, I mean, Mudahar and Carl Jobs do this for a living, man. They're very good at what they do. I don't think that was a bad idea. And I think it ended up being, and now more YouTubers are piling on, like Smash JT and Review Tech are all piling on and saying, you know, and now they've got their sights set on him. So it was a bad idea, but we'll talk about it in full there. You know, he should have just said what he said, and that was that. Like, he looked too angry at the end of the video. He looked so angry, which, I mean, I get it. He's angry, but that one, you just got to take the L. You just got to take the L because you didn't donate the money, bro. You got to take the L because you waited too long to donate the money. You can't, man, I feel bad for him because I think Jirard's a good guy, but he's the one who's had to feel the brunt of this, you know, when it's large scale logistics. But it is what it is. We'll talk about it more. Oh, the situation is definitely complex. It definitely is, which I knew that it was. But the problem, like I said, is that I think that he never should have threatened legal action. He never should have threatened legal action. I think that was the biggest mistake because they are finding discrepancies. He got community noted. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He got community noted when it comes down to it in terms of what he said. Like, oh, now he's saying that like emotes, subs, bits, whatever, all that stuff. Oh, well, that's administrative costs. Whereas in his actual charity stuff, he said everything goes to charity. And now he's saying, oh, well, there's administrative overhead. We have to pay for things. That's not what you said when you were at your event. This isn't like opinion or anything. Like, at his events, he would say all the subs, bits, whatever, blah, 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 goes to charity. And then now he's saying, oh, well, now it goes to this. So that's a discrepancy. Like, that is 100%. He said one thing during the stream, something, now he's saying something else now that this is happening. So that's the biggest problem that we're dealing with. That is a discrepancy. then that's why he got community noted. So that's the biggest problem. He should have just said, it was my bad. I'm sorry. It's on me. You know, there's definitely some issues, and we're going to make sure that we do this right going forward. Everything's going to be this way. We made some mistakes, but I don't think that we were trying to be fraudulent or anything like that. There was just issues like with the trying to make an administrative costs, and that's that. And leave people to wonder about some of the other things and all that, and just do better in the future. I don't think it was a good idea to go as like, I don't know. He's in a tough spot, man. He's in a tough spot, dude. He's in a tough spot. Let's get into some shout outs and then we'll get into some more of the Jirard situation. Party Man, Dior, what's good, guys? Welcome. Chris Gamer ST is here. What's up, Chris Gamer? Soccer Star, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Gank Meme Center X, Nin128, Chalice DJ 777. What's up, OJ? Triple OJ, double OG, triple OG. What's up, Phoenix Down? He keeps on saying shrimp, yogurt, tacos, my favorite. All right, let's go. Shout out to 7th Hokage, what is good? Divine Hunter, the Great Wa, what is good? Welcome to the stream. Kevin Gresham, what is up? Joseph S, Ava Cook, Moe, Jeffrey Tucker, Marcel Wade, Huddy. This dude seems like he had a silver spoon his whole life. I don't know if he had a silver spoon. I don't think so. But like I said, right now it's just not a good look. Not a good look. Not a good look right now. You know what I'm saying? Shaw X, Boom.
I want to shake your hand.
The gaming is it Trog? Tog? I don't know how to say it. I know that you said that you know how to say, like, I know that you explained that you know how to say it, but I don't remember how to say it. TGT. That's the new name, baby. With the dolls, the Naruto Classic Ninja games on the Wii are so much fun. Ever thought of reviving retro anime games? I would love to hear your thoughts and have a great day. Keep gaming. Yeah, I've actually talked about this before. I actually have a stream. If you just type in Naruto Classic Ninja, or just type in Naruto Classic Ninja or GameCube stream, I actually played Naruto Classic Ninja on my GameCube, like in a special stream a number of years back. So if you want to see me play the game, I've played it, and yeah, I really like it a lot. I talk about it a lot there. So let me see if I can look it up for you, gaming Chog, and I will see if I can find it and then get that to you. Give me just a second, because yeah, I kind of want to watch that stream too. GameCube. Naruto, no. How about Clash of Ninja? No, I have it titled something else. I don't even think I have it GameCube. Like, I have it maybe, okay, just GameCube. Let me just put in GameCube and I'll see if I can, rare missing GameCube collection. Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't find it. I know I did a live stream on it a number of years back, though. So yeah, I don't know. Somewhere on the channel, maybe. All right, the Mina. But shout out to you, Mina. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's get my man, the Gaming Trog, on the board here. Thank you so much for the donation. That is the first donor of the stream. You are the stream that you stream Hokage. Anybody does $1 or more, you can beat out the Gaming Trog on the board. Let's go. Starting it off hot. Thank you for the $1, dude. Seriously, I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Thank you for the buckaroo. The gaming. I can't say your name. Keep on wanting to say like the gaming touche. I don't know. I know that's not touche. What's up, Mina? What's up, Darth Wesker? What's up, Zen Gamer? What's up, Danny Owen Gamer? What is good, boys and girls? What's up, Joshua Marshall? What's good? What's up, Mr. Davis? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing today? Like my video today on Dragon Quest? Dragon Chris. It's the American version of it. Dragon Chris. Let's see here. Gaming, just gaming works. All right, I got you, man. The gaming, the gaming tea. What's up, Brandon White? What's up, Joe Cool? What's up, Anthony? I'm doing good. What's up, Abaddon? What's up, Clabby? What's up? I've just been here just lurking. Hey, what's up, baby? Welcome to the stream. Seriously, shout outs, guys. Welcome. What's up, Zoltor? Yeah, that's what happens when you sit on it for years, bro. What's up, Shaw X? What's up, Epic Globster? What's up, Utter Fan? What is up? What's up, J2 Blue Wonder, the Beast? What's up, Huddy? What's up, 27 T-Minx? What's up, babies? What is up? Good to see you guys here, man. Seriously, super happy, super stoked to talk about gaming today and more. Sup, Nintendo? Hello, do you think Baldur's Gate 3 deserves Game of the Year this year? Yeah, it does. I think so. If you watch my live stream, I said it does. And I said it on Twitter as well. But I personally, like, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is my Game of the Year. But I have no problem, you know, I have no problem with this game winning, you know. So you got a question to hear about the Place to Find Pro update, Lieutenant Switch. I think you meant Nintendo Switch 2. Be in trouble, agree with me, yes or no? No, I don't agree with whatever you said, Mr. Davis. I don't agree with you. What's up? Meat Man Steve, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hang up those posters in the background. No, I'm never gonna hang up the posters in the background because they look cooler on the ground. I just like them on the ground. Because if I hang them up on the background, you won't even really see them because of all the different stuff. And my chair blocks most of it. So they look cooler on the ground. Says, nah, Flute Guy deserved Game of the Year. He got robbed. Flute Guy got robbed. This man had a $50,000, what's it called? Flute. A $50,000 flute. $50,000. Jesus Christ. It's a huge, massive flute. See, man, this man had 4 flutes. He was switching flutes. This man was going back and forth. It was awesome. Jacob Dressback, what's up, Jacob? Says, I can't remember what your recommendations for Geno was in Mario RPG. Did you say make him magical or physical? You can do either or, because his magic is really good in the game. You can make him a magical or you can make him a physical beast. He's either or. Geno's magic is super cool to pull off, and he's really strong in magic, so whichever one you want to do, that's fine. But he's also really strong. He can also hit pretty hard as well. So yeah, either one works. Either one works well. You know. Either one works well. Let's see here. What a big get for Jeff. Seriously, Flute Guy is turned into like his own mascot of the Game Awards, you know? Epic Globster, what's good, man? Welcome. Danny says, OJ, live streams are always fire. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. What's up, Richard B? What's up, Iskow? Let's see, do you hear about the PlayStation 5 specs? Do you think? No, I don't think Nintendo's worried about that, because it doesn't matter how powerful the PS5 Pro is. It doesn't matter. Switch sells more than high-powered PCs right now. You know, Switch sells more than high-powered PCs that are way more powerful than the PS5 and Xbox Series right now. So I don't know why a PS5 Pro Nintendo has to worry about that. PS5 is way more powerful than the Switch, you know, and Switch is selling better. Hell, Xbox Series X is way more powerful than the Switch. Xbox Series X is way more powerful than Nintendo 3DS. The 3DS is selling way better than what the Xbox Series X is. It's about games, Mr. Davis. That's the thing that you don't realize. A lot of you guys still think it's about power, which wins or which does well or not. It's about games. If the games are there, then the system sells. Plain and simple. It's the reason why Nintendo was able to sell a Game Boy all the way up into the year like damn near 2000. Even though there's been way more powerful systems out. Hell, we had a Dreamcast, way more powerful. Game Boy smoked it in sales. You know? So you guys got to realize that. It's about the game sell the system, not the power. Let's see here. Party Man says, what's up, man? Good stuff on the top 25 multiplayer games. Knew you couldn't resist putting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the more that I thought about it, I didn't want to put it up there, but I had to because it's legitimately like the best multiplayer game on the Switch. Like, it's the easiest to pick up and play. It's got enough depth if you want to just keep on playing with as many courses that there are. I mean, it's insane, right? All the different characters and courses and strategies, like, and it's still the game that out of all the multiplayer games right now, it's like the one that I'll still play. You know, with you guys, like I'll still want to say, okay, let's play, you know, and we can have fun. So it sucks that it is the best multiplayer game, but then it's like, well, they made it a lot better for Mario Kart 8, like on the Wii U. So it's not like it's the vanilla Mario Kart 8. It's not like there isn't like new stuff added in. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I hate the fact that I put it there, and obviously it's a port, but at the same time, like it's, I wouldn't say it's a completely different game, but it's kind of like a different game, you know? Just because there's just so much more courses, so many more characters. There's actually mechanics that they've patched out, like fire hopping and certain things that you can't do. They've added 2 items. They've made it to where custom lobbies are actually good. Like, there's a lot of stuff, you know, like there's a lot of things that they've added in. So when I factored in everything, I was like, yeah, this is the best one. Plus, it runs really good too, so you also have to factor that in. I mean, I think if Smash Brothers had like rollback netcode, or if the netcode was better, like I think Smash Brothers might be like my number one. We'd still be playing Smash Brothers a lot now. Like, I'd still be playing Smash if it had like good online play, you know. So, what's up, Paul Gale Network? What is good? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. One of the biggest problems with Jirard's threatening litigation is that he said in a call with Mudahar he was the reason he donated it. Coming around to sue them is pretty bad. Yeah, like how can you like? The thing about it is that if you have a relationship with them personally, well, not personally, but if you already spoke with them and you already acknowledged that that was your bad, they're gonna give you a little bit of leeway. They're gonna give you a little bit of leeway. Now, yes, they said some harsh things in their videos, but remember, that's what they do. You could have just went back into a call and said, hey, you know what, this is, you know, and said, hey guys, you know, like, listen, I donated it. You know, you guys, I get it. That pressure was there. Like, that's all you had to do. You just had to take the L. I mean, it's a big L because obviously Completionist has a spotless track record. He feels his life is falling down around him because of X, Y, and Z, right? So I can understand. He's probably under a lot of mental stress. He's under a lot of mental stress. He's under a lot of like duress. Clearly, he's not feeling so well. Like, I don't feel so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly, he's not feeling so well right now. So I get the frustration. But once again, like, you gotta research like your enemy. You gotta research who you talking about. You're talking about Mudahar. You're talking about Carl Drops. These guys have fried bigger fish. Believe it or not, they fried fish almost as big, if not bigger than Jirard. You know what I'm saying? Carl Drops has went after Billy Mitchell, the King of Kong. You know what I'm saying? Like that movie, you know, like that's huge. That's not small time. You know, people like Billy Mitchell. Or they liked Billy Mitchell, you know, like that's a sacred record, and that's for years, right? That's been going on. So if you're looking at like the Jirard thing, that's like 10 years or whatever. The King of Kong stuff, that's for how long he's been doing that. That's Donkey Kong. That's old school. That's Twin Galaxies. That's huge organizations. Like there's so much that's involved with it. That's a lawsuit going on right now, you know, like it's a bad idea to go after him. Carl and Mudahar are not dumb. They're not like just random drama YouTubers. Like I think the problem is that Jirard's fans empowered him to respond that type of way. Like Jirard's fans and his friends empowered him. They really should have said, yo man, like he should have ran that by someone because I think that was a bad idea. Carl Jobs and Mudahar, they're not liars and we're gonna just make up stuff for clickbait. They're not gonna do that. Some ordinary gamer, he has plenty of money. He has businesses outside of YouTube. Carl Jobs, obviously he's the main breadwinner, but Mudahar is not going to sit here and make up stuff. He's got plenty of money. He's got plenty of sponsorships. He's got his Twitch stream. The dude's set probably for life, you know? So I think that was a bad idea. Flipping the switch with the $10 says he ain't suing nobody. Discovery will be a B for Jirard. So sick of scummy, emotional, manipulative YouTubers. Yeah, I mean, I can't even sit here. Like I said, I'm not here to trash Jirard, but I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, like that at the end of that, it seems a bit manipulative, right? It seems a bit, you know, like he should have just taken the L. Just take the L, because most of his fans were like, hey, you know, he should have removed the part about bits and like all that. Like, hey, we have administrative. Remove that part and just say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? There was a situation where a lot of the stuff did go to bits and all that. We're doing our best, but there was also administrative costs. So we're looking at different things. I understand that, you know, there was some confusion on that, but that's on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on me, but I'm not spending anything on myself and all that type of stuff. The problem though, is that here's the biggest issue, and shout out to Flipping the Switch. I think that was a, you know, thank you for your comment. The biggest issue is that what if Jirard did spend money that he got from this stuff on like all the eShop games? Now, I think he does make enough from his YouTube channel to have that 27K or whatever he spent, nearly 30K or whatever it was to buy those eShop games, but I'm not pocket watching him. I don't know his finances. I mean, I'm guessing he has enough for that considering all the sponsorships and stuff that he does have on his channel. So I'm guessing he'd be good for it. And obviously the video did really well. But I mean, what if he did spend some of that bit money and all that on there? I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to sit there and say that it's fraud or anything, but what I'm trying to say is that like he should have just, if there was ever a time, Flipping the Switch, which I think that was what you're saying. If there was ever a time to take the L, it was this time right here. If it was ever a time to shut up and take the L, take it from me. Did you guys see how I took the L on Dragon Quest? Was that not a magnificent L that I took on Dragon Quest? I didn't make any excuses. I didn't argue with people that made up, hey, counterpoints with some of my stuff. I said, hey, look, I understand how you feel that way, man. It is what it is. You got me on that one. And yes, this is nowhere near as serious as, you know, what, you know, this is nowhere near as serious, right? Nowhere. So I can't really compare it, but I'm just saying, like, you got to know when to take the L. You got to know when to take the L on certain things. You got to know when, and you can't really argue and get, you know, get aggressive back. Shout out to Flipping the Switch. Thank you for the $10. You're not the Hokage and Stream Ninja. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes to Flipping the Switch with the big $10. Anybody does 10 or more, you can tie them up or you can pass them up. And of course, remember, if you guys drop a dono, you can get your music requests. So get your music requests in. We've got 3 points because Flipping the Switch did a nice 2-pointer plus the gaming choke or the gaming tee with the 1-pointer. So that's 3 points total. Combos are in effect, guys. We are already extending today's stream just because we had some bonus or backup, but we will extend more based off of what we get. What was the L you took? I literally just said it, Dashman. I said Dragon Quest. Go watch my Dragon Quest videos. Go watch my Dragon Quest Monsters videos. Sorry to bother you. All right, you doing some weird, got some weird stuff, bruh. Got some weird stuff here. So I'm gonna time this man out. Hold up, what's going on here? Wait, how do you? Forgot how to use. All right, here we go. Block. There we go. I just have to time that dude out. What Jirard do? IRS stuff? Yeah, Jumper, if you don't really know at this point, man, you're so far behind. It's not about IRS stuff. It's simply about, you know, getting donation money and then not actually donating the donation money. But yeah. Are you not, have you not watched any of the videos? Are you not caught up at all on this? But he recently just did a donation for like 600K to finally he did one, but there's still some stuff missing potentially. Jirard, the completion is on their hardest run yet, battling the big boys. Bro, I'm telling you, I could have sworn Atlas said SMT5 for PS5. A Google search comes up with nothing. I probably dreamed that. No, it wasn't for PS5. No, there was a leak, Richard B, for Nvidia GeForce Now leak that had SMT5 for the PS4 and PC, which that could still come. And I'd actually welcome it at this point. I mean, I personally would love to play SMT5 again, even though I've 100%ed it. But I think it'd be cool to play, I don't know, like in 60 or something like that. I mean, I just want to have a physical copy of the game. Like if it was all digital, I wouldn't buy it. But if there was like a physical PS5 copy with the full game on the disc, I'd probably buy it. Or a PS4 copy with the full game on the disc. I'd buy it just to support SMT, you know? Let's see, I got involved to move the money because that's not effing cool. 2 weeks later, we deliberately waited for a big donation. yeah, that's true. That's true. Because remember, he did state in his message, like in his first talk with Mudahar and Carl Jobs, he did state, you know, he got involved. Like he found out that it's not cool to move the money, or it's not cool that the money was not moved, you know. And then now at this point, he's saying, oh, well, we wanted to make a big donate, like we wanted to make an impact. You know, but you just said beforehand that you found out that the money wasn't being moved, and that's not cool. You know, so yeah, I agree. Like that is a discrepancy in attitude, in demeanor, and your intention. How can you sit there and say, I knew that, like I didn't know that the money wasn't moved yet, and that's not cool. I'm mad. I got to get that done. And then now you're saying, yeah, well, we waited so we can make a impact. But the biggest problem, and I think that the biggest issue with this. Like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and call him 100% fraud or anything like that. But the biggest issue is that if that money isn't going, that money did not, for the past 10 years, that money was not being made to help dementia patients or the frontal lobe situation or the situation. That money wasn't being made to help people. That was the biggest problem, is that throughout, now we have a donation. Now it can help people, potentially. But this whole time we were thinking that this was all helping people. Now awareness helps people, and I'm sure other people donated in the spirit of Jirard, you know, in terms of things. So that probably, I think the awareness definitely helps. Awareness is always good. You know, people being more aware of it, blah blah blah. That always helps. But the problem is that over all these years, that money wasn't actually helping anybody. You know, that's the biggest issue. The money wasn't helping anybody. You know, because there was no money being donated to help. So, yeah, I did hear about that, but that's not worth our time. The Florida Joker thing, he's a moron. He's just looking for clout. Nobody's talked about him for years. Let's see here. Simply word is unethical. Bit unethical. Yep, inflation eating up about 100K, right? On inflation on that money. About 100K. What's up, Mario Rendon says, I want SMT5 Apocalypse. The story's complete. You know, I mean, I'd be down for them to do an SMT5 Apocalypse if they really wanted to. I'd be 100% down for that and actually make like a really dope story this time around. Like, sign me up for that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll make a new day like Doug Funny, fun day. Sign me up after Sunday, fun day, then we get back to Monday. Sign me up any day of the week for that. I'd be down. I mean, I think that they should. I mean, that would be really good. So we don't have to take 10 years to get the next SMT game. I think if they made like a SMT5 Apocalypse and just use the same, obviously it's Unreal Engine 4, but just use the same assets, use, you know, a lot of the same demons and all that, and just make the graphics better and just Switch 2 and PS4, Switch 2, PS4, or Switch 2, PS4, PS5, PC, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I'd be down for that, or just Switch or whatever. Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe it could be like a sequel to the true ending or something. Yeah, a sequel to the true ending would be interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but that'd be interesting because I don't know. I gotta go back and watch like a breakdown of that again because I understood, but I forgot. I kind of forgot some of the stuff there. Do makes quality content. It's the sad thing. Yeah, that's the sad thing, man. What's up, Javier Nunez? What's up, Matt? Said Jirard is toast. I don't know if he's complete toast, but he's definitely in the air fryer. He's definitely in the, like, you know, like when you put the bread in there and like you're about to push down. He's definitely in and you're about to push down. He's like almost toast. He's like about to be like, but what's really gonna be big here, guys, is within the next like couple weeks. How does he respond? Does he go back to just making regular content? Does he fight this again? Like, I don't know. If I was him, I would just shut up. Like, I think at this point, just shut up. At this point, just shut up. You know, just shut up and just go back to making your completionist videos. You know, go back to making the completionist videos. Go back to, you know, to doing all that and just be like, hey, look, whenever we do our indie land or whatever we do, we're going to highlight indie games. And that's that. I'm going to make my own personal charitable donations to this, you know, and that's that. You know, and that's it. I think that's what he should just do. And whoever wants to not rock with him anymore, don't rock with him. You know, don't watch his content. Whoever wants to stick with him and watch his content, stick with him. So, I mean, I think that's probably the best course of action at this point. But we'll see. We will see. Evil Twin Jirard did it. Ass Woodwalker, Ant Dude, and other mostly manipulative YouTubers. Wait, hold up. What happened there? Those are the homies right there. At least Wood, he's the homie. I know of Ant Dude, but I don't know if we're not homies. But I know. I mean, I think we follow each other on Twitter. OJ, I saw Metaphor gameplay. I'm still kind of confused. The game can be played fully action outside scripted fights. We're gonna watch a video about Metaphor Refantazio. So essentially, what it's like is that it blends action and RPG together. So if the enemy's really weak, you can probably just beat them in like an action RPG, and then like you can just fight them and they'll just die. But if the enemy's stronger, you'll start off with some blows, right? And then you'll hop into a turn-based battle. So it's a hybrid between the two. So it's pretty cool, pretty innovative. I like it. At least innovative for Atlas and what they're doing. So pretty, it's good stuff. It looks really good. I'm looking forward. They put out a big video on it. So I'm looking forward to Metaphor Refantazio. You know, I think the game's going to do well. I think people are going to like it, you know. The designs are really weird, but I think that it's good, you know? So yeah. SMT4 for the Switch. Yeah, I would love SMT4 for the Switch. That's a good game. That's a really good game. I would love SMT4 for Switch. I would love that. That'd be solid. Very good. Very good. Very good if we got that. Yeah, SMT4 OST is a banger, man. It's awesome. Was there a podcast with Stealth last Friday? There was not. We haven't done one with Stealth. We will get back to it, guys. I've just been kind of busy every single Fridays. I've been able to see my daughter a little bit more now. So, you know, I've just been kind of doing some, you know, father-daughter stuff. So yeah, that's really Fridays. That's why I stream late. So it's just hard for me to do Fridays since I'm, you know, hanging out with her and all that. let's see here. Just like I said, when Jirard uploaded the response, he went for the intimidation move, and everyone knows Muda and Jobs know they don't flinch. In the words of Kevin Hart, Jirard are gonna learn today. Yeah, I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not knowing your enemy. That's not knowing your like. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that against your? And not only that, it's 2 against 1. Like, it's 2 against 1. Like, why would you threaten legal action, bro? You're the one who just said that you committed, like, legit, almost committed charity fraud, or you might have committed. It might be charity fraud. It might still be charity fraud because you're saying that it's being donated and that it wasn't until recently. Like, I think there's a timetable for that. So it's like, why would you threat legal action when literally you're doing a bunch of stuff that's like probably not legal 100%, you know? Like, when there's been some gray areas. And I know his lawyers probably prepared this statement for him, but if his lawyers told him to threaten legal action, they're the dumbest lawyers ever. Like, they're legitimately, or the lawyers did not research things. But I don't know. Something tells me that a lawyer didn't tell him to threaten legal action. I mean, but then again, he's definitely been in contact with lawyers, so it's just like, man, did he really think that was a good idea? Even higher level, you can still go action. Even if they're higher level, you can still go action. I don't know, probably heard wrong. Well, we'll check it out. We'll check out the 14-minute video, and then we'll kind of go from there. I've got like a big video that I'm working on with like 2024 and most anticipated, kind of breaking that down. So I'll talk about it in there, and we'll talk about it today as well. So yeah. Threatening legal action might be one of the moves everyone around him suggested just to do. Yeah, that's a bad move. That's a bad move because you've already admitted to legitimately saying one thing and then not actually doing what you say. So that's a bad move. Just discussing that he brushes off the whole 10 years of negligence and makes it seem like it was a simple mistake and that people are really defending him. I mean, that's the goodwill that he has. That's why I think this, like, that's how much goodwill he has. If I did that, I swear to God, bro, my kids would still be feeling the repercussions of if I did something like that, right? But when you have clout and you have people that like you a lot, you can do stuff like that. But I swear, man, like, if I did something like that, damn near the whole black race would be screwed. Every black this would be consequences for everybody black. I'd ruin it for everybody if I did something like that, you know, at that scale. So when people like you and you've built up a good reputation and clout, you can do things like that. That's why I said, like, even with all the mistakes that he made, he would have been able to be okay if he just took the L. If he just took the L. This is not SMT4. This definitely doesn't sound like SMT4. This is Street Fighter. This is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So that was the problem. Oh, it's just, I hate to laugh at anybody's pain, but could you imagine how entertaining this legal battle would be if it went to court? YouTube drama for days. Yeah, it would be crazy. It would be crazy. From a publicity stance, threatening legal action makes him look like he's hiding stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just not a good look, man. Like, now, if they come out and they've got some clearly false, you know, whatever statements and all that, then just say, hey, look, like, come on, guys, that's not true. Let's be reasonable here. Like, you shouldn't, in your first response, legal action shouldn't be taken, like, or shouldn't be threatened. In your first response, like, oh, man, that's a bad move. It's a bad move, bruh. Not looking good, big man. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate on him or say that he's completely wrong, because I think that there's a lot of stuff that's going on, but yeah. Alice needs to port Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. Yeah, I would love to see all that stuff get ported. All those old DS and 3DS games that were stuck on those systems, I'd love to see all of them come over. They got Etchy and Odyssey. Also, if this goes to trial, both sides get discovery. This would be way worse for Jirard than it would be for the other two. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. They get more clout. Call drops and some ordinary gamer get more clout. Does Brett Favre threaten legal action against Pat McAfee? That's true. And he threatened it. He actually went to court against Shannon Sharpe, and he lost. You know, that's why it's so hard to remember. I told you guys about beating people with like slander, right? Or libel, slander, whatever you want it. Like I think libel's written, right? Slander's like spoken. It's so hard to beat people. You know, Shannon Sharpe called him a fraud, said that he's stealing money, said all this different type of stuff. Brett Favre said, "How dare you say that? I'm going to take you to court." Dude got bodied. Shannon Sharpe bodied him in court. It's too hard to prove somebody committed slander. It's because there's always a speck of truth. Slander has to be completely 1000% false that cause irreparable harm to you and your brand. Bro, if there is some evidence or truth for someone to say X or Y or Z thing, because some of that did happen, because you've already pleaded no contest or other things, like it's been shown that you misappropriated funds or something like that and didn't report things correctly or got away with it, somebody's allowed to say that or allowed to accuse you of that. You know, somebody's allowed to do that. So the fact trying to prove slander and all that in court, it's too difficult. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. So, I don't know who that is, Zoltor. Right, it could be an opinion, but sound like slander. Exactly, because you're emotional in that state, right? Because you're emotional, because you feel wronged. But if someone said, "Yo, man, these people are misappropriating funds," dude, if you have a charity event and you don't see that money's being donated instantly or right away, or there's problems with accounting or whatever, you're allowed to say, "Yo, looks like these dudes are skimming." You can say that because there's some evidence for that. Now, if you're wrong, then you're wrong. But that doesn't mean you're not allowed to say that. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you can be sued for now, if you make up something, "Oh my God, this person completely stole $10 billion from this company," and you don't have any association with that company. You've never spoke with that company. It comes from nowhere. It's just randomly made up to make you look bad, to damage your brand. Yeah, that's slander. But none of this stuff that Mudahar and Carl Drops are saying, nothing can be qualified as slander, as they are looking up information and sources and implying or saying, "Hey, look, it looks based off of X, Y, and Z that we've looked at right here." You know, and Jirard's response didn't necessarily dispute a lot of the numbers and stuff. So to sit there and say, "You can't say that about my family," yes, they can actually. Yes, they actually can. Now, whether they're right or wrong, whatever, or whether they're off base, but they can. There is the sliver of basis for them to say that. Now, once again, it could be wrong, but it's not slander. Not right now, at least, you know? It's not right now, you know? Yeah, libel written, slander verbal. So you feel like it's got to be this guy's white when dude's black type is? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Moe. Let's see, his channel's okay. That's somebody's channel. Okay, maybe I'll check it out later. I mean, until Muda responded, his response worked as everyone started to go back to Jirard's side. People started to fact check his. That's what I'm saying. That's why I should have just took the L. If he would have just took the L, it would have been fine. But he talked too much. 19 minutes is too long. You guys know, let me tell you guys something right now. Yes, you can catch discrepancies quick, but the longer you talk, the more mistakes you'll make. Let me tell you that right now. Even in Mudahar's response video, there was sloppy editing. It was kind of weird. It was janky because he's trying to put it together, and the longer you speak, the more mistakes, errors, and jank you're gonna have. It's just like that, you know? So that's the problem. That's why I didn't like how long the response was. It was too long. It was too long. It should have just been short and sweet. Should have been 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You don't got to provide all that information. That stuff was useless. You don't got to provide all that, bro. Just say it real quick, get it done. I don't know, man. Like, I guess his lawyers told him to, but that was a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. No, I was neutral until that response that I call BS. That's what I'm saying. You were neutral to the response. If his response didn't bring up all that, like I said, BS back, like all that nonsense, you probably could have still been neutral. Because even after Mudahar's thing, you were neutral, right? So you would have still been neutral if he didn't bring up all this stuff, bringing up a bunch of BS. Because you were neutral even after there was discrepancies, right? And he donated the money. If you would have just edited it on him donating the money. What's up, Debron? It's so true. Short and sweet is usually the right answer in most cases. It is. Short and sweet is almost always the right answer in these cases. He lied to us. Oh, I know. Yeah. Which, listen, guys, I was saying that beforehand that like, even with this response, I was still like, people in the comments were like, oh, look, he's a vindicator. I'm like, I mean, I'm like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't, but you know, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I said I'll leave it alone. You know, I don't know Jirard personally. I'm not trying to sit here and because this can blow up in your face, man. If you take one person's side hardcore, it'll blow up in your face. The only time that you should take somebody's side hardcore is when you know, plain and simple, that person is just slimy and scummy, like Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf been a slimy, scummy, trash, stealing ass, like narcissistic sociopath content creator for a damn near decade on the platform, right? She's just been bad for forever. She's been trash. So when something comes up with her and you can clearly see it, she don't get no benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? She don't get no benefit of the doubt. She's a slime. She's been slimy. We didn't even need people exposing her. We didn't need Jax Films exposing her. Didn't like her. Cause her content been garbage. She been stealing. She's been being slimy and then been involved in drama and stealing and lying and cheating and all sorts of stuff for a long time. So when it's stuff like her, yeah, like it's pretty easy to take a side real quick, you know? So yeah. So I never have understood why people reply to these things. Just say style and handle it behind the scenes. People forget quickly. People wouldn't forget quickly about that one, but if you just make it short and sweet and just apologize, people would have not forgotten, but he wouldn't have got community noted. Community notes have become an all-powerful, all-seeing eye and tool that legitimately are the most fair thing that I've seen on the internet. Like, community notes tend to be incredibly accurate and not written in one way or another, like leaning one side or other side, blah, blah. Community notes seem to be very accurate, very good, no matter what side you're on or anything. If you get community noted, you're probably messed up. Like, it's just, that's what I've noticed from community notes. Like, if you get community noted, you're probably messed up. So yeah, man. So, let's see. Let's see. The worst part is that it doesn't seem malicious and people want to forgive him. So if he just owned up to, people would have just been a little peeved, but in the long run, he would have done wonders. Yeah, exactly. If he would have just done that. But once again, remember what I said to you guys? He's trying to, I told you guys this, and some of you guys didn't feel that he was, but he's trying to protect himself. He's trying to protect his family. He's trying to protect his honor and his integrity. He's trying to protect so many different things. You can't protect with something this big, you can't protect everything at level 10, right? You can only put because like right now, there's definitely a kerfuffle, right? There's definitely a cluster bleed. There's definitely a problem. When you have a problem of this side, you're going to get bodied in one area or another. There is no completely unscathed. Like, you're going to get bodied in multiple areas. So you got to figure out, pick your battles, choose your fights. What are you going to put the most defense on, the shield, and what are you going to let go and let just die, right? It's like, I don't know, like Plants versus Zombies or something like that. You know, you've got to pick what you're going to save and what you're going to just rock with. And the problem is that he's trying to save everything. He's trying to protect himself, legally trying to protect himself and his family. He's trying to protect his family's honor, his own honor. He's trying to protect his reputation. He's trying to protect so many things. But the problem is that because there were so many mistakes, there's no way you can't protect everything. Once again, guys, let me tell you something right now. The truth is the all-seeing eye, okay? People lie, I'm not saying him, but people lie, people do all sorts of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, the more lies you tell, the more it racks up. You're going to forget. You're going to misspeak. You're going to mess up. That's why you shouldn't lie. And you know, that's something that I realized at a very early age. The more you lie, the harder your life will be. The more you lie about something, or the more that you don't remember, or you can't recall, or you sit there and say, the more you waffle, the more you're in trouble. And that's the biggest problem right now, is that there's either, I'm not saying he's lying, but there are people lying within the organization. Something's going on. You know what I'm saying? So the more you try to defend, you can't catch up with everything. Something's going to catch up with you. That's why it's easy to keep it short, sweet, and simple, because if you keep it simple, you can't mess up. You can't contradict. I mean, you can still, but usually when you keep things to a minimum, you can really, you know, minimize what happened, you know, minimize the situation. That's why, hell, I think my video responding to the Dragon Quest thing was short. How long was that video? Video was, it was 19, oh no. It was 17 minutes. It was shorter than my actual video talking about it. And in that, you know, I kept my response to why I made that mistake short and sweet. For the most part, that video was just basically correcting my own wrongs. It was just saying, hey, I was wrong here. This is what I think. Hey, this is what I think on here. This was still right about this. And essentially, I kept the time. Like I said, we can't really compare it because obviously this is a completely different situation, but I'm just saying I kept the time that I actually spoke about what I did wrong to a complete minimum. Because if I kept on talking about why my video was so bad, people would definitely catch me on things. And I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. It was a bad video. I messed up. I didn't do enough research. I messed up. Plain and simple. I don't need to sit here and try to, oh, well, I could have sat there and made a bunch of excuses for myself, but I did it. So, because I don't want people to catch me in contradictions, you know? So, that's why you don't, you know? That's why you don't, you know, so that. So, it is what it is. So he's trying to be a completist? What does that mean? Around 600,000, but inflation means a lot something to what's worth. Yeah, about 100K worth, 100K or so. Wonder if that Jirard dude has Final Fantasy 1 3DS version somewhere around. That game is only in Japanese. I think he bought every US or every American Japanese, or sorry, every American game, like American eShop game, like on Wii U and 3DS. Yeah, sometimes it's better to take the L before it gets worse. I agree. It's okay, guys. It was just clerical errors. Yeah, a lot of clerical errors. You saw the H-Bomber guy's video about plagiarism. I did see that video. It was really good. It was very good. Very, very, very good. Very good. I liked it. Let's see here. OJ being careful not to choose a side even though it's obvious whose fault. Yeah, like, because I don't know. I don't want, maybe Completionist puts out another video and says, no, I have the upper hand. And then it makes my video look stupid, you know, or makes me talking about it right now look dumb. So I don't want to take like a complete side, even though I know, listen, hey, here's what I think. I'm gonna tell you guys what the facts are. The facts are this. This dude is at fault. He's at fault big time because he did not donate the money as the money was coming in, because you're not helping. I don't care if you can't find someone, there's administrative fees. You should have figured that out 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't take you 10 years to figure out who has the lowest administrative fees and all that. It doesn't take 10 years to do that, bro. There's no way that it takes 10 years to figure that out. So yeah, That's the reason why I'll say that. That's what I'll say. And I'll say for that, he's wrong, you know? And all the fraud stuff, his family's taking money, all this, it's like, hey, look, it looks that way, but I ain't gonna sit here and say that it's 100% and all that good stuff, like even, or not good, all that bad stuff, you know? I ain't gonna go that far, you know? So, but hey, what's up, Juice Man Vaughn? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome. I'll have a, guys, I have a sponsor-only video that's coming up on the channel soon. Me with some Mario Kart stuff that I recorded a while back, but I never uploaded. So I have it, and you guys will, people that are members will be able to watch on the channel. So look out for that. That's the main crux. If you're a mod and you're not a member, just DM me on Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to send you the video. No Metroid news right now, no. Let's see here, but we're gonna go ahead and ban this dude right here. We're gonna go ahead and ban this guy. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. This freaking weirdo, dude. OJ, you talk about the Vince Russo calling out DSP. I just saw a thumbnail, but I mean, I think somebody just paid him on that one site to do it. So I mean, that's happened to him before. Next Nintendo console 2026, 2027 gonna be wild. Nah, it's coming out 2024. Probably. Man, I'm so wary of donating anything, especially now. I mean, don't be wary of it, guys. Like I said, just don't be wary of it. It's a situation that usually does not happen. You know, that does not happen. It's not very common in this, so don't be wary of it. Just like I said, rock with the people that you rock with, you know, and just gotta hope and pray that everything works out. Let's see here. They want to rebuild trust. They really should avoid using their own foundation for charity streams in the future. I mean, I get why they did it, though. I mean, a lot of times people will use their own foundation, you know, to for something that a cause they truly believe in. But the problem is that they should have just donated the money quicker. So yeah. Okay, this is definitely a bot. This is definitely a bot. Let's see. There are places designed to tell you which charities are legit. Yeah, that's true. But it's not even about the charity. It's the fact that they didn't donate, you know? So yeah. So yeah, we have no idea what is going on with the family. I feel like it's BS to claim that everyone in the family is crazy. I mean, I don't think that was what was said. I think the problem is that Jirard had a lot of probably Muda's fans and Carl Jobs fans going over there and harassing him and saying different things and probably even misinterpreting what Muda and Carl Jobs said. You know, and sometimes fans can be really stupid, right? And I think that was the problem. So I'm saying frustration probably boiled over. And I think that boiled over to Muda and Carl Jobs, who didn't necessarily say like all the stuff that maybe he was implying, right? But I think Muda's fans and Carl Jobs fans were, you know? So yeah. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, it seems like it was a bot, but it's all good. Apparently now, like the timeout stuff, they actually added to where you can time people out for a couple seconds. You can time people out for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 24 hours now, which is interesting. But the default, guys, is 5, so just keep it to 5 unless I say 80 thou that guy. Now we can 80 thou people on mods. 80 thou him. Now we can low tier god 80 thou people. mods 80 thou that, man. You don't know me. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Stealth 40K? Shout out to my boy. Appreciate you. Let's see here. I like Muda's security opinions, but not so much as gaming opinions last year. And not gonna like everything that somebody does. Let's see here. I'm not sure what that side is, Mr. L, but I got you, man. I got you. But anyway, that's that. Yo, Jacob dressed back with the 4th combo of the stream. Let's go. Kevin Woods got the membership. Let's get it, man. Thank you so much. Jacob Dressback getting us a little bit higher on the combo count. Let's go. At 10, we will extend the stream 10 more minutes. Let's go. Thank you so much, Jacob Dressback. Kevin Woods with the membership. Let's get it. Jirard hired these bots to crash your stream. Yeah, man. If you guys have questions or comments, feel free to let me know. If you guys have topics that you want to go over, a lot of you guys have been talking about, you know, all sorts of stuff. So if you guys have stuff that you guys want to talk about, feel free. I guess we should get into like some of these insane Nintendo takes today. Did you guys see Twitter today? Jesus Christ, over the weekend, people and their takes. People are really upset. It was so funny, man. It was so funny about some of these takes. Oh my God, these freaking bots. These bots on Twitter are insane. Like literally these bots are insane, like every post. But yeah, man, there's been a lot of crazy takes on Twitter, which has been fun, which ties into like our next topic, like with Zelda. But I find it interesting. I think like the craziest takes aren't people's opinions on what they feel, you know, what you'd like to see with the franchise or whatever the case is. The crazy takes are when people try to make it seem as if this take is like the right way to go based off of what everybody likes. That's the crazy take. And it's like, no, this is the information that we do have, you know. What's up, Big Dre? Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. But I think the first crazy take that we should start off with is this take from Fortnite people. So apparently Fortnite people, because I think Microsoft has Fortnite characters, Sony has Fortnite characters, but Nintendo has not put characters in Fortnite yet, right? And apparently some people are upset that you can't, you know, pop and lock or stupid dance and shoot characters like with Mario and stuff like that. I don't know. Like apparently people think that that's like the greatest thing ever, that Nintendo needs to do that. So I think the funniest comment on this was because there was an article about Epic Games, and Epic Games has stated that they've tried several times to get Nintendo collaborations in Fortnite. The one that I do know about is Metroid or Samus, or like a Metroid collaboration with Samus as a, you know, which makes sense, right? She shoots a gun, and I think that would make sense if they wanted to do Samus in Fortnite. You know, that'd be cool or whatever. But obviously people would want Mario, and people would want like Link or, you know, or Ganondorf or, you know, other characters. And you know, I think the funniest take that I saw was from some dude. He's a Fortnite, he's like a Fortnite guy, Fortnite Minecraft guy. And he's like, in my opinion, Nintendo is not in any position to be difficult. So he's already saying, wait a minute, why is this company sitting there trying to be difficult about our characters? Like they should just lend them. Like this company, they're not in any position to be difficult about this. They should just do it. What have they been up to? They don't have much going for them, and the competition will eat their breakfast. Sooner or later, they'll just be a gaming developer. This is quite possibly the worst take that I've seen on Twitter/X when it comes to Nintendo as a company. It's quite possibly the worst take, considering Nintendo has the second best selling system of all time, considering that Nintendo literally just came off of having the highest gross, like what, movie video game adaptation of all time, $1 billion movie. The fact that Nintendo is just opening up theme parks that are doing extremely well, that are sold out pretty much every single weekend, you know, tons of people going to it. They have a super poppin' store when it comes to the Nintendo New York store that sells tons of merchandise. They sell crazy amounts of licensing merchandise and have billions upon billions of dollars on hand cash revenue. Not trying to shill for them or anything like that, but this is insane. Like, obviously, I don't see any of that, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, saying they don't have much going for them, dude, I wish I didn't have much going for me. I honestly wish if Nintendo is not much going for them, I really wish that I didn't have much going for me, because I'd be, you know what I'm saying? I would buy all of us mansions or something. We would all get, like, I take care of everybody no matter what, you know, because they got so much money at this point, you know. That's insane. And then he doubles down. And it's not like he's just trolling. And then he doubles down. He doubles down, you know, and says, you know, oh, well, don't get me wrong. There was a time I liked Nintendo and still do. However, the hardware is a huge disappointment. So it all comes down to this. There's just some people who just don't like Nintendo's hardware. So since they don't like Nintendo's hardware and the power of it or something, it leads into saying they're not going to be good. They're going to go out of business. They're going to do this. They don't actually know sales numbers. They don't actually know profits. They don't actually know all that. They simply just don't like the hardware. So therefore that leads to them saying this other stuff, because clearly he doesn't know, you know, the numbers. He doesn't know the sales. He doesn't realize like the market, you know, for that. and he gets obliterated. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like he gets quote tweeted 260 something times. And I think one of my favorite quotes is from, what's up, Superpower Man? One of my favorite quotes is from Jeff Grubb. You know, the journalist Jeff Grubb. He works at, is it GamesBeat? Giant Bomb. There we go. Jeff Grubb. And he says, the bad Switch Mario Party game has outsold God of War Ragnarok and The Last of Us Part 2. So that was like the most hilarious thing, you know? Josie says, I'm pissed that they're not in Fortnite personally. I'm not. I don't like Fortnite. So I don't care that they're not in there. I get for like the younger crowd or for the people that are into Fortnite, but I don't like Fortnite. Fortnite's stupid. You know, I mean, I get that people like it and it's fun, and I played it at one point, and I know it's a good game for people, but Fortnite's stupid. It's a stupid game. So I don't think that any company should have to lend their characters to Fortnite. Fortnite isn't the beholden, the all-seer, the all-knower. They don't deserve anything. Like, and the thing that I don't like is that Fortnite users are feeling, some Fortnite users feel entitled to get what they want. It's like, nobody owes you guys anything. It's a free-to-play game, okay? From a company that just got done laying off a bunch of people off their staff, yet they make billions of dollars, yet they just got done wiping people from their staff that helped them make all of that, you know, out of nowhere. So Fortnite doesn't deserve anything. They'll get what they get. If they want to do, if a company wants to do a collaboration with them, that's fine. But Fortnite isn't beholden to anything. And these freaking weirdos on Twitter sitting there demanding, and how dare them? They're not in a position. No, Epic is not in a position to demand anything from anybody. If a company wants to give you their likeness for their characters, then that's fine. But they don't deserve, it's not like some type of manifest destiny or some type of right that Epic has in order to get freaking Mario flossing and or whatever, you know, and dancing in front. If they don't want to put their characters in there, they don't want to put their characters in there. Plain and simple. If they want to put their characters in there, then they will. But nobody owes Fortnite or Epic anything. They don't owe them a damn thing. Nothing. Crusty ass Fortnite. You know? Like, that's the only thing that, like I said, the game is fine. I get that it's good. People like it. No shots to you, Josie. I know you like it. I know your friends like it. It's good with the younger crowd. It's good even with the older crowd. Older people like the game. You know, it's fine. It's on multiple platforms. It's on the Switch too. It's probably going to have an updated version for the next Switch. And that's cool. I just don't like this entitlement to where it snowballs into, oh, well, they're in no position. Like, many people were upset about that. So I get it, you know. I get it. I 100% get it. But I don't know, man. I just don't think that they, you know, that they they have to get them anything, you know. But shout out to all those who like Fortnite. You know, it is what it is. All the characters play the same for the most part, right? I mean, they're just, because obviously you have to have a balance. So it's just about looking at the character, right? But you know, it is what it is. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Triple Eight Job? Cool, don't care. Epic doesn't deserve to get any collabs character. Yeah, whatever they get, they get. That's the thing. People are pissed like Nintendo needs to put their IPs in a game that Nintendo clearly doesn't need Epic. The thing about it is that people really think that Fortnite, because Fortnite reports numbers and all that, people really think that like Fortnite is like bigger than like Nintendo. I think this comment comes from somebody, and look, I mean, listen, there was 308, he got quote tweeted to oblivion and he got ratioed to oblivion, but there's still 308 people that like that comment. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a lot of people, hundreds, if not thousands of people that simply don't really understand. Like, the problem that I have too is that with a lot of kids these days, a lot of even older people, a lot of people speak with their emotion. Like, they don't speak with any type of logic or anything. Like, this type of comment comes from just saying whatever's on your mind at first, what you don't like. And that's the thing that I don't like about social media. People just grab their phone and they'll just, we've all been guilty of it, but there's a lot of stupid people that'll just grab their phone and just type the first thing that comes to their mind when it comes to business or when it comes to something like this, because they don't get what they want. That's called being entitled. Let me just say that right now. That's called being entitled. If you grab and just say the first thing, like, wham, 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 that's called being entitled. You should just chill for a little bit, think for a second. It'd be good to maybe just like research the company that you're talking about, or that you know, whatever, and then like put in like a disclaimer. It's like, yo, I know, like a better comment would have been like this. And like I said, there's other people that were agreeing with them. A better comment would have been like, you know, I know Nintendo's doing good. Like they got the Switch, they've got, you know, they've got the Mario movie. They're doing good. But I think that in order to have maybe even better long-term success, being in something that's as successful as Fortnite would be good for the brand. It'd be good for the system. It'd be good for everything, because then you can get more people to be excited about that, right? And maybe you can even compete in the mobile market as well, you know, having Switch on the go and all that different type of stuff. Switch 2, that's a better way of tackling it, because now you sound intelligent. Now you sound smart, because you're like, okay, you're looking at it from a business perspective. You're looking at it from a long-term perspective. You're looking at it from multiple angles instead of, they're gonna eat their lunch. What kind of stupid stuff is that? They're gonna eat their breakfast. What happened to dinner? What happened to lunch? They're gonna eat their breakfast? Okay, what about lunch and what about dinner? Most people eat 3 meals a day plus snacks. So what about the rest of that stuff? So what? Let's say somebody eats your breakfast. You probably won't starve to death, because then you can just wait and eat lunch. And then there's dinner. And then there's snacks. And then there's a midnight snack. So when people say dumbass stuff like this, you already know it's somebody that legitimately just walks around, probably wears whitey tighties, probably lives at home with mom, probably failed economics class, he's just talking. And that's what social media does, bro. Like, people legitimately don't want to research anything. A lot of people, not everybody, there's people that do research, but a lot of these gamers, man, they don't want to research nothing. They just want to say stuff. It's weird. It's super weird. It's super weird. Yeah, skins, character skins, whatever, you know. No, actually, it's more profitable than Xbox and Sony as far as profitability, not talking revenue. Yeah, profitability, yes. What? Just any of the beard oils, fine, man. Just go on Amazon. Just look up beard kits. Those ones are fine. So, listen, Epic was cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Epic was cool about it 100%. Epic didn't have any problem. You know what I'm saying? Like Epic didn't have any problem. It was that. But like I said, the insane takes are still going. Like we got, it's so funny. We've got people saying, "Oh, Nintendo, they should just stop making hardware and they should just make software and that'd be so much better. I just want the games." I'm just thinking, like, you guys are morons. Like, anybody that sits there and says you want there to be less, we got only 3 console manufacturers. If you include Steam Deck, Lenovo, those are all niche side little things that are never going to be really that big, right? But if you want to talk about like the big console manufacturers that produce games and that make systems, we only have 3. Bro, do you know at one point we used to have like 1 million console manufacturers? That's too many. And before we used to have like 10 or 12 or 15. That's also too many. Before we used to have like 5 or 6 in the console space. That's getting about right. Maybe 5 or 6 people. And then now we're only down to 3 in terms of real dedicated console hardware, physical software, hardware publishers, developers. We only have 3. And we've got morons saying, "Oh, well, it'd be fine if they just go out of business." You guys want less competition. You guys want less competition. This is how you know somebody's stupid. Less competition does not make things better for you. It will make prices higher. They will be able to screw you over more. Look at how Sony's done things. Look at how Sony's done things. More competition is better. Hell, even in Nintendo's case, if somebody else made a game that could rival The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in terms of action, AAA, whatever games, and priced it at $50 and everybody flocked to go buy that, I highly doubt that Tears of the Kingdom would have been $70. If somebody, third-party developer, or somebody made a competition to Zelda to where it was as good as Breath of the Wild and got all the accolades and sales and history and blah, 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 and it was on the Switch, Nintendo probably would have priced it at $60. They probably wouldn't have went up. So competition breeds excellence. It breeds better prices for us. It breeds better everything. That is what you want. You do not want 2 companies or 1 company running everything. And you've got these dumbass Dragon Ball Z creators who legitimately spend too much time staring at Goku charging up and yelling that it's fried their brains when it comes to the gaming industry and competition and what's good for gamers. They completely fried their brains hearing Goku scream for 15 hours straight while they watch Dragon Ball Z and create all their stupid Dragon Ball Z content. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. Like, why don't you look at it from an overall standpoint? Like, Yeah, you want more console. You want 3. You want all of them thriving. You want competition. You want all of them pushing, making game of the year quality games. I don't care if the hardware crusty or not. You want to say, make better hardware. You want to say, hey, do this. Like the next Switch 2, obviously that's going to be better hardware, right? That's going to be better. So you want them, maybe Valve's pushing Nintendo. Hey, look, we got this Steam Deck. We got a Steam Deck OLED. We got this. Like, we're getting more powerful. Like, that pushes Nintendo maybe to say, hey, we got our system that's coming up. Buy this. Like, people are so stupid, bro. I'm telling you. Like, Dragon Ball Z content creators are the dumbest. Not Endakuba. Endakuba's awesome. But some of these DBZ content creators legitimately, I don't know, they've been looking at Goku way too long. They've been sitting there for 95,000 years. You clearly aren't as smart. Clearly, Goku's stupidity is rubbing off on them because Goku's a moron, you know, and that's probably rubbing off on them. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Never forget NFL 2K5 was 20 was Madden was full price. Yeah, exactly. Now that we don't have any competition, look at how bad Madden is. Look at how bad NBA 2K is. Remember when we had competition? Remember when we had NFL Game Day? Remember when we had NFL 2K? NFL Fever sucked, but still, we had NFL Fever. Remember when we had that and competition was great and developers would be constantly trying to find new ways and new innovation. First person football. We have $20. We have new league ESPN modes. Man, Madden does not have to do anything. Bro, they don't do anything. Remember back when Madden used to have crazy innovations? The hit stick, the truck stick, offensive playmaker, defensive playmaker, all these cool new options. Remember playmakers, you know what I'm saying? Like impact players. All these cool new things that they used to do every year, and it was exciting. Bro, what has Madden done? All they've done is added the freaking gritty. All they do is add stupid dances to Madden, dude. That's all they've done. Add stupid ass dances to Madden. They've done nothing. I don't care what anybody says. They've done nothing. Bro, look at the graphics of Madden right now. Compare it to Madden, the late Madden Xbox 360 games. Deadass Madden on the Xbox 360 running backwards compatible on an Xbox One or Xbox Series looks better than the freaking Madden games now. They don't even care to update anything. They're complete trash. People out here really think that less competition is good for them. Complete morons. All I care about is the game. Was it okay for Madden? Was it okay for NBA 2K? Can some of y'all use economics? Do you really want people to stop having less options for systems and for places? Like, it just boggles my mind how dumb people are. Like it boggles my mind how stupid people are. Like it really does, bro. It really does. Let's see here. They took stuff away. Yeah, they've been removing stuff from Madden. They've been removing it. But if you only care about the game, all I care about is the game. Horror. Like, bro. I said both of y'all idiots. I said both of you guys are complete idiots, dude. Both of y'all are complete idiots. That's what happens when you have a fan base of 14-year-olds that legitimately are high off of fruit roll-up and freaking milk, dude. Like, legitimately, that's what happens when you have your whole fan base is freaking fruit roll-ups, milk, and like chocolate milk, Dunkaroos, freaking Nesquik. Like, that's what happens when your whole fan base is high off of that stuff, dude. Seriously. Legit after school snacks, bro. Legit open up. Hey, mom, what we got? We got some fruit roll up. We got some fruit roll up, bro. Was it just like places taking away movies recently? Yup, man, it happens, man. Steam Deck sold really awful compared to the Switch, so it's not really competition when it sold like 2% of Switch. Listen, here's the thing. You're right about that in a degree, but at the same time, it's definitely still a little bit of something. I'm pretty sure Nintendo has it on their radar. Yeah, it's not really competition, but it's still something out there saying, hey, this is a way to play games portably. Now, the price is too much, but they are dropping the price of it, and it could become competition later, you know? So it's something that you got to take note of, that any business, any big business would take note of. YouTube is censoring my comments with the $5. Says, to be fair, a lot of these people are the same people who donated to Jirard charity. I don't care that he sat on the cash letting inflation destroy value. To be fair, a lot of these people are the same. Who are a lot of these people? Wait, who you? Okay, shout outs to YouTube. Thank you for this $5, but who are you talking about? Like, who is that? Who are these people? Thank you for the big 5, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Let's go. Let's see. But I think casual audience is the reason why COD is still alive, since they don't know any better. But the thing about it is that if the casual audience, in terms of buying COD, they don't know any better. Imagine if there was competition with COD. If there was competition with COD, they would make COD better. COD would be better. I don't care what anybody says. It is literally natural instinct as a human being. Unless you're a robot, competition makes you try harder. Other people doing things makes you try harder. It doesn't matter even if you're indirect or direct, it makes you try harder. When you have somebody else pushing you, when you have somebody else in your space doing something great and fans are excited about that in big business, there ain't no way that doesn't push you to be better. Now, brands that are at the bottom tier, dookie tier, they might not care. But the top brands, Coca-Cola and Pepsi and this and that and all these other places, the NFL, whatever the case is, bro, they're looking at everything. They're looking at everybody's ratings. They're looking at everybody's sales, and they're saying, how can we do better? How can we get over here? Trust me, I've been in there. I've worked for Fortune 500 companies. I worked for a rent-a-car place, worked for, you know what I'm saying, like car rentals and all that type of stuff. And we were looking at what the competition was doing every single day, what their rates were. Hey, how can we price match them? How can we be better than them? That's just how competition works in business. You got to be better than your competitors, or you got to be on par or right there. You can't be severely lacking. You know what I'm saying? And when there's no competition, you get lackadaisical. You get set in your ways. You get set with your money that's coming in, and you never try to improve. Plain and simple. That's just how it is. That's just, there's nobody that I know that's at the top of the mountain, you know what I'm saying, has no competition, bodies everybody, and doesn't even try harder. Like even Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is at the top of the YouTube chain. Dude still goes hella hard because there's a bunch of people below him that are saying, hey, I'm going to do this, that have copied his formula, that have tried to be Mr. Beast too, doing all these crazy things and all the type of stuff, right? So everybody, even if you're at the top, look at Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs. He's won 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. He's been pushed every single time. If you get lackadaisical in between, you're going to lose. You got to keep working as hard as possible. You just can't let somebody roll over you. Look at Michael Jordan. Did he think he just let people roll over him? No, you got to work just as hard, even if you're at the top. So that's my problem. My problem is that people don't understand that. They think that stuff is just going to be given to you, even if there's no competition. If something that you like right now and is good, right? They think it's just going to be good. There's no need for competition. There's no need for other systems. If I get what I'm getting right now, that's just, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. That's how stupid people think. Really, in actuality, we need competition across the board. Every genre. Everybody needs competition. Everybody. That's just how it is. You know, it doesn't have to be angry competition. It doesn't have to be mean-spirited. It can just be, I had like when I was playing football, right? I had competitions with all sorts of guys. Who's gonna lead the county in rushing? Me and the guy, I'm just gonna call him Matthew. Me and Matthews. Me and him would go back and forth. He was a year older than me. We'd go back and forth. Did we hate each other? No, we liked each other. We were cool. We ended up playing college ball together too. But like, we would go back and forth. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh no, I'm gonna do this. It was always pushing each other to do more and more. I don't know why gamers think that having less equals more. It doesn't. And gamers constantly will say this, well, I'm getting what I want right now. They don't understand how things can change, you know? So, I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's just super weird. So I want deck to be competition. Trust me, more options means the consumer wins. I mean, as long as they keep doing what they're doing, it could be competition later down the line, but the price is too high. That's the problem right now. The price is just too high. Remember when Battlefield was competition for COD, but ever since the 2042 entry, competition has fallen in general. Yep. Exactly. You know? Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. It's not the standard for games. What do you mean by that, Tosh? Sup, Dr. Birdie. Sup, Jay Miggy. Not gonna lie, I'm playing Redfall right now, and it's really not that bad on PC. They put out a lot of updates for the game. It was a lot rougher at launch, but now it's better now. Sup, Mr. Super. The only person I compete with is myself, and that's fine. You can compete with yourself, but what I'm saying is that in big business, when you're dealing with other people, you can't only think about yourself, right? So if you're in business, you can't just say, I'm only competing with myself. If you play on a team sport, you can't say, I'm only thinking about myself, because you have a team, right? So that's how video games is. It's not just yourself. You've got to compete with other people. You've got to use other people. You guys have to work together, right, in order to achieve a goal. So when you have other people, you have to not only think about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So for example, like basketball, I used to play basketball. I could jack up 1 million shots a game, but that's just being selfish. I might have teammates that are open, so I have to remove from myself to think about that person so we can get a better shot, right? There's been people that are ball hogs in basketball that are, I play with guys that are just, all they think about is themselves. They're only competing against themselves and to get points. That's not what's best for the team. And that's kind of how business is. Like, you doing everything for yourself, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, Mr. Super, I'm just talking about in relation to what we're talking about here. You doing everything for yourself isn't going to benefit everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was like when I worked at my businesses. Like, me getting every single insurance customer, that's not going to benefit the whole team if I'm the only one who's getting insurance customers. Sometimes I need to give people tips. I need to say, hey man, this might be a way that we can go about with your customer. There might be like, and there's different ways to do things, right? Like to help out. And I think that's like right now in terms of competition, right? That's important. That's like teamwork, competition, all that stuff is super, super, super important for gaming. And when people like, when I hear people start sitting there and saying stuff like, we should have less systems. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares that this company went out of business, or who cares that they don't make games anymore? Who cares? Call of Duty's the only thing that I need. It's like, bro, you guys are stupid. You can still only like that and say, yeah, competition's good so you get a better product. But, people rather not. Some people rather not. Most of you guys understand this though. Like, most of you guys understand, So yeah. There's a reason why we have anti-monopoly laws. These 14-year-olds high up a Mountain Dew and Lunchables. Yeah, Lunchables. I was thinking about one more thing to say, Lunchables. Yo, I used to like Lunchables back in the day, bro. Those were great. Not anymore, but back in the day, they were great. So yeah, it comes back to the concept of short-term versus long-term rewards and consequences. These people would choose the temporary short-term happiness despite bigger value in the long run. Exactly, Dark Wesker. That's exactly what it is. They rather have short-term, I got what I want, than long-term better for everybody, including yourself. Which, once again, Dragon Ball, what I noticed, not Ndakuba, but Dragon Ball content creators live in the now. They live in like the right now. They don't think about anything when it comes to the future. Like, legitimately, like I said, they're sitting there watching Goku charge up for 15 million years, bro. They all they do is live in the now. Not Ndakuba though. Ndakuba's the homie. Let's see here. Competition builds diversity and content and greater choice for the players. It really does. It really does. Imagine only having one place to buy. Imagine only having one place to buy food. Like, imagine the prices. Because, like, look at how much look at all the inflation and look at what we're dealing with right now. Imagine if there was only one place to buy food. Like, what if Walmart was the only store to buy food? What if Walmart was the only place to buy clothes? Do y'all think all those rollback prices would be there? Hell no. What if the only place to buy products was Amazon? Psh, they keep on, look at them raising all the prices down on stuff because the competition isn't as good. Amazon need better competition. Shout outs to the Slim Guy Gamer. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Let's go. So what's your thoughts on Totally Not Mark? He's a good content creator. Every time my wife puts together I don't know the name of that thing, but we've talked about that thing that you're talking about, that tray. It's like a bunch of like different type of like meats and different type of stuff that you put on a tray, right? Yeah, like we've talked about that. Sup, Coco Brez? That's what I meant. Other competition developers were saying when Game of the Year Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Yeah. Isn't Baldur's Gate 3 a good example of competition in the industry as a whole? It is a good example. That's what he meant. Yeah. It is a good example of that. Because a lot of developers are like, oh, snap. Okay, this is This is good, you know. We've got this game. It's doing some crazy things. That can also inspire other developers too, you know. Hey, Ty, I want to shake your hand.
Although I agree with you on competition, there is such a thing as too much competition. I remember years ago, people said Netflix needed competition, and now look where we are. Gaming might be next, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
So here's the difference between that. I see what you're saying. Thank you for the big $3, Mr. Tap. The thing about it is that all of those companies, when it comes down to it, honestly, I rather have it this way than have it simply Netflix just bodying everybody. So I see what you're saying, but I'd rather have it this way and then go with the company that gives me the maximum value. Because with so many companies doing everything, I've pretty much decided on what I want. I've picked out, and they're all kind of going in on, you know, on this. So I see what you're saying, but I'd rather have it this way than have it to where only Netflix or there's only like a couple of them. Give me a number of them and I'll go with the company that gives me the best what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go with that. And I agree. There's a lot of them doing stuff, but I wouldn't want one company to be hoarding everything, because then the prices, like, they're already raising prices like crazy. Imagine if there was less competition. Imagine where the prices would be right now. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. 100% get what you're saying. Thank you for the $3 though, Tat. Shout outs to Greg with the $1.99, says 2K Madden are examples of why competition matters. Yes, 100% examples. Thank you guys so much for the donos. We had a slow start today, but we're actually 3 combos away from the 10-minute extension. Let's go. Thank you so much to Tat and Greg. I appreciate you guys, man, for real. So appreciate you guys. That's just one end of the spectrum. It's called market saturation. Yes, there can be market saturation, but here's the thing with market saturation. When you have market saturation, I learned this in economics. When you have market saturation, the best of the best. Now, usually there's some people that just basically just end up getting bodied, but usually the best of the best survive. If you have all these multi-billion dollar companies, and they all want your money, the best of the best will survive while the dookie ones will go by the wayside. Now, that's not always the case. But a lot of times the best content will push through, while the people who just can't keep up, and it'll just basically just fall out, and then those will roll back into the companies that are there. So it's kind of like like a circle, right? So I get that, but yeah, market saturation and competition, those are kind of two different things. Shout outs to Rich Zero with the Tune In Tier pledge. Thank you so much, Rich Zero. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad. Thank you so much for becoming a Tune In Tier Ninja. Appreciate that. 2 away from the combo count, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I didn't show my memberships today, but yeah, I can show them. If you guys want to become a member, it helps support the channel. It's only $1. We have the best memberships on YouTube in terms of what you get. Private Discord access, play games against myself in the community, organize games with other people in the community. We also have emotes, custom emotes. We have custom badges that change as you stay on. And also some other benefits and rewards. So it's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for those that are joining. Thank you to everybody who is a member. And you also get your name highlighted in green as well when you're a member. And you stand out a little bit more, so it makes it easier for me to answer your questions too outside of the tag. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. And yeah. Let's see. If so, Dragon Ball fans scream all the time. What does One Piece fans do? I don't watch One Piece, so yeah, I don't think it's how detrimental how it would be if Nintendo left the console market. Not only is it less competition, but means less innovation in the industry. Yeah, exactly. It means a lot less innovation in the industry. Seriously. What do I think of Final Fantasy 16? It's all right. It'd be good competition for FF developers. Imagine if making FF game for the Western and not making it for the turn-based, only to get bodied by Baldur's Gate 3, pure turn-based RPG game. Yeah, that's true. They got absolutely bodied by Baldur's Gate. Oh man, this guy again. Let's go to ban him. Let's see here. The bot's back. He's acting like a bot. We gotta check out who it is. We gotta check this guy out now. At this point, he's been advertising so much. I gotta see who it is. Double ban. This man got banned. This man got banned so hard. His family got banned. Everybody banned there. So anyway, that's that. If you guys have comments, questions, thoughts, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. This is definitely a bot. Be more than happy to answer your questions. More than happy to answer your questions. Yeah, he's just using his bots right now. Don't worry, we'll get past it. I'm just gonna look at my analytics till this dude decides to stop. Don't worry, he'll run out soon. If you guys have questions, queue up your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Better than Bayonetta 4. What's better than Bayonetta 4? Thanks, Dior. I appreciate that. Player says, what new thing do you want to see from Monster Hunter Wilds? What new thing? I don't really have anything so far. Just whatever they put out. I'm not like a massive Monster Hunter fan. I do like Monster Hunter, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. So whatever they decide to do, I'm down, man. I'm down to just see what they've got for us, you know? So yeah. I am down to see what they got for us. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I'll try to answer questions in between. Did we get about the Zelda takes? We did get some of the Zelda takes, or no, we got to talk about some of the Zelda takes. So essentially, you know, Mr. Alnuma put out a interview where they talked about Zelda, and, you know, he said something like to the effect of, you know, like, we don't want the story to be boxed in because people had a lot of problems like with Tears of the Kingdom story or with Breath of the Wild story, and I get that 100%, not disputing that. That's fine for people if they don't like it or whatever, they're upset. But then, like, he also said something like he doesn't know why people would ask for more of the linear path Zelda games. You know, when, you know, basically he didn't say it, but he basically wanted to say, well, we had such a better reception for these games, like open world or open-ended games. And I think that people just kind of want more of a better balance. But at the end of the day, like, you know, they're not going to go back to the old style Zelda games. Like, they're not going to go back to like the linear Zelda games. So I think some people are saying, hey, they should make like, you know, like a second team to make like more of the traditional Zelda games. But I think that's kind of like what they do with the remakes, like Skyward Sword or like Link's Awakening, or maybe whenever they get Wind Waker or Twilight Princess out. So I think they're going to do that with those games, and people can just kind of go back and play those. But I highly doubt they're going to split the team and make like two different types, because this has had so much success. Now, if Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, or if Breath of the Wild didn't have like a lot of success, then yeah, absolutely, you know, go back to linear Zelda. Or if it didn't sell that well, but if it's selling this well, then clearly they're not going to want to go completely back to that formula, because the previous, like, you know, linear Zelda didn't necessarily sell anywhere near as good. Like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom outsold every single other Zelda game combined, like in terms of mainline Zelda combined. So like they're not going to go back to that and completely like make way less money. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's essentially some of the takes. And some people were like, oh, well, there was one guy that argued with me all day, which was funny. He was like, oh, well, there's no evidence that proves that Tears of the Kingdom, like open world, had anything to do with Tears of the Kingdom selling well. I'm like, or Breath of the Wild selling well. I'm like, no, it kind of did, because one, it got better review scores than like pretty much every single other Zelda, with the exception of Ocarina of Time. But then also two, like Breath of the Wild outsold almost every other Zelda game like in the first 2 years. Like it like sold like 8 million plus copies. So it beat Twilight Princess and many of the other Zelda games like almost without the install base, because then he tried to pivot and say, well, the install base, that's the reason why Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sold so well. I'm like, no, not really, because within 2 years it already outsold pretty much every single Zelda game, right? Like a single release Zelda game. And other Zelda games had bigger install bases than, like, for example, the what's it called, the or he said 100 million is the reason why. Well, I was like, well, Twilight Princess was on 100 million install base, and that didn't sell anywhere near as good as Breath of the Wild, you know. And I was like, the Zelda games on the DS, Game Boy, there were Zelda games on DS and Game Boy, those were over 100 million units sold. Game Boy, the original Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, in addition to the DS. The DS is the best-selling Nintendo system of all time, and those Zelda games sold nowhere near as good, you know. So you can't sit there and say, oh, it only sold that well because of the install base. Dude, it outsold every other Zelda game before the install base within 2 years. Nintendo put up a graph. The first 2 years of Zelda Breath of the Wild's release, Breath of the Wild sold 8 million plus units. That was more than Twilight Princess. 7 million. So like, it's just really silly when people say, you know, stupid, when people say stupid stuff like that. Like, when people try to sit there and say stuff like that, like, oh, well, that's the only reason why is because install base. Okay, what about Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks? Those should have sold better. Oh, well, those are portable games. Okay, well, what about Twilight Princess? Okay, what about Skyward Sword? What about Link's Awakening? Why didn't Link's Awakening and why didn't Skyward Sword sell more? And don't give me their remasters, remakes. No, don't give me that, because Skyward Sword didn't sell well on the Wii either. That game didn't sell well on the Wii. So you can't just put out any Zelda game and it's going to sell like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's complete cap. That's complete cap. So yeah. Zelda's going through a similar pushback that Resident Evil did after 4. Yeah, I think so. But the difference though between this and that is that I think it's more of a vocal minority of hardcore, like dedicated fans. Whereas most people that are playing like Zelda at this point, they're gonna buy the new Zelda game regardless. You know, it doesn't matter what Nintendo does. Like they're gonna, like, these people that are complaining are absolutely gonna buy the next Zelda game, and they're allowed to voice their opinion. But I just think that it's silly not acknowledging why something is the way that it is. You know, so yeah. How much did Link Between Worlds sell? I don't know how much Link Between Worlds sold. Waited a whole generation for Wind Waker and HD Twilight Princess to come to Switch. Begin a new cycle again with the new Switch. I still have my Wolf Link Midna and I have that one and I'm happy. Yeah, I have that too. It's really good. So that's the Zelda discourse today, guys. So it is what it is. But the next Zelda game, they've already confirmed that the next Zelda game is not going to be like it's not going to be like it's not going to be like a follow-up or anything like the Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be, you know, new, probably like new Hyrule, new you know, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah. Seasons and Ages need Link's Awakening treatment. That'd be nice. 4.26 million. Yeah, I knew that it I guess so good, but nothing like too crazy. Or could be just another continuation of Zelda cycle, bitch and whine about the most recent game only to praise it once the next one comes out. Yeah. I mean, the thing about the Zelda cycle and all that is like people complained. The reason why that they changed Zelda is because people were complaining and saying that they were getting tired of the typical Zelda cycle, like the typical Zelda formula. People were complaining about the traditional linear Zelda. So that's why Mr. Alnuma is confused on that, because he's like, wait a minute, we did this for however many years and people complained about that, and now you guys are complaining about this. We haven't even done it for that many years. But so yeah. So Alnuma himself said he's getting tired of it in 2013. Yeah. Wait, hold up, Chris. Wait, hold up, J2. Did you really think that A Link Between Worlds sold anywhere near as good as Breath of the Wild? I already told you that Twilight Princess was pretty much the best-selling Zelda game before Breath of the Wild was Twilight Princess. Did you really think that A Link Between Worlds sold anywhere near as good as Breath of the Wild? What? Please tell me you didn't think it didn't sell anywhere near as good as that game, bro. Come on now. I ain't trying to put you on blast, J2, but damn. Let's see here. Sanity's Chaos. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate it. Let's see here. What do you think? What do you think about people convinced Ocarina of Time remake is in the works? They're fine. Let them think that. It could be. People don't like to admit that Zelda wasn't a sales juggernaut until Breath of the Wild. I mean, like, it depends on what you think like a sales juggernaut is, right? Like, everybody has a different definition. Like, if a game sells 7 million copies, that's pretty good. That's a lot of copies, right? Or if a game sells 5-6 million copies, that's not bad. Obviously, you can say like Juggernaut's bigger, right? Maybe 10 million copies, 15 million copies, 20 million copies, you know? So, I mean, I see what you're saying 100%. 100%. But yes, before Breath of the Wild, there's no Zelda game that's even been close to the even impact in terms of sales, popularity and sales. There's been no Zelda game that's even been close to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is by far the de facto biggest selling Zelda game, most popular Zelda game of all time. by a large margin. Tears of the Kingdom is right after that. Tears of the Kingdom is right next to it with about 20 million units sold. You know, so yeah, that's the thing. Don't try to see how much relative to the install base. Oh, okay, I got you. So you're trying to see like an attach ratio. My favorite Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda sold pretty darn good before Breath of the Wild at the time, just not the same level. Yeah, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have combined to sell 50 million copies. 50 million between the two games. That's more than Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Link Between Worlds, all those games, Link to the Past, Original Zelda. That's more than all those games like combined, bro. That's more than like all those main Zeldas combined. So yeah, they're not gonna completely go away from that formula when people are buying it like crazy. You know, they can better include like, let's say like the old school formula, but they're not gonna sit there and say, oh yeah, screw that, we're gonna go all the way back 100% into this. Like, there's no way. Yeah, Skyward Sword sold around like 4 million copies on the Wii, which is okay. That's not bad. It's not incredible, but it's not like, you know, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing ever. Top 3 Zelda: Twilight Princess, Tears of the Kingdom, Link to the Past, all great Zelda games. All great Zelda games. Decent time with Did you really buy Hogwarts Legacy for $70, bro? Yeah, wait for a sale on that one. Hogwarts Legacy ain't worth buying that for. Was it a 70 on Switch? That game ain't worth 70 on Switch, bro. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know? All right, more questions if you guys got them. Tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, just PlayerEssence by itself. Be more than happy to answer your questions. More than happy to answer your questions. Let's go. Shout outs to everybody that came out to the stream. Appreciate you guys. Definitely still rolling here. Got plenty of time left on the stream to get your questions in, to get your comments, all that good stuff. All right, shout outs to all the Twitch boys and girls too. Appreciate you guys. Mr. L says, or it could just be another continuation of the Zelda cycle. Oh, I already read that. Hold up. OJ, is a big Switch blowout incoming? But more of the rumors. Yeah, big Nintendo Switch rumor blowout. It's all coming, baby. It's all coming. Big Switch blowout. Oh, yeah, by the way, there's also going to be Twilight Princess and Wind Waker by the end of the year. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker by the end of the year as well, too, guys. Remember, it's the rumors. It's the rumors. So yeah. Xeno, don't forget Xeno Export. Did I bring up anything with porting? With Xenoblade? I don't think I brought up anything, Rich. Silent Hill is still one of the most influential and biggest survival horror franchises. Every main Resident Evil game after 4 outsold the entire Silent Hill franchise, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, Silent Hill still did okay, but yeah. We still have 21 days left to be hopeful, guys. Yeah, I know, seriously. I feel like people are gonna sleep on Unicorn Overlord. I mean, I think that all of their games, like when it comes to Vanillaware, people just wait for they to get discounted, and then they end up doing well. It's like people slept on 13 Sentinels, and that game ended up selling 1 million. So I think Unicorn Overlord is gonna have more people hyped about that and do better than 13 Sentinels, you know, at the launch. But yeah, people could sleep on it. Says, where's Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remake? Who knows? Nintendo Prime be like, whoa! I love Nintendo Prime, man. He's the best. He's the best. He's no, for real, like he's like legit the homie. Here's what's gonna happen. Nintendo Direct in February 6th week, which is Q3 Nintendo earnings, and then teaser for Switch successor presentation for spring. Yeah, I think that Nintendo will mention at their next investor meeting, Nintendo will mention the next Switch. Like, I think that they're gonna this upcoming one, they're gonna mention it. I think they're gonna mention something to do like, hey, we're gonna have more information on the next Nintendo Switch here in this time frame. So I think they're just gonna do that because like that's pretty much I think what they're gonna do. I agree with that. So we'll see. Moonmaker Tower Princess Bundle could please a lot of people. Also be a good way to find out Nintendo's next release calendar with preparing Switch 2. I don't really think that it's going to have anything to do with the release calendar for Switch 2, to be honest. I don't really think it'll tell us anything. But, you know, it'd be nice to have, clearly. Let's see, but they always mention it. No, they're going to actually give us, like, a timetable. Like, hey, we're going to talk more information about the Switch 2 in spring, or more information about the Switch 2 this summer. They're going to say that. They're going to give us that. Not just, hey, we're taking idea, like, we're doing this, like, they basically just kind of, like, allude to it. They don't say any information, but say, hey, we're planning to have ample stock, or they don't actually give us any real information. So I think that they're actually going to tell us, hey, we're going to talk about the Switch 2 way more in this time frame. Yo, Tosh! Thank you so much for the tune-in tier pledge. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad. Thank you so much for becoming an Elite Ninja. Slowly but surely, guys, we got one more for the combo count. Let's go, baby. One more for the combo count. Let's get it. Thank you guys so much for your support. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. When is their next investor meeting? This February, if I'm not correct. This February. I think, yeah, February. Because in February, there's only March left. So the fiscal year plans already set in motion. Switch successor is set for next fiscal year. They have to let us know ahead of time and tell their investors. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I think it's going to happen. I bet Monster Hunter Wilds will be revealed for Switch 2 same day, shortly after announcement. I think that Monster Hunter Wilds will show up like in some type of, you know, sizzle reel or some type of thing that Nintendo does. I think it's going to be on there as well. Yeah. Anything good lately? Fast food or home food? Mainly home food, but I've been eating fast. Well, like flame broiler, stuff like that, chicken bowls, you know, stuff like that. Just because we haven't had as much time to stream. Because I'll give you guys an update, guys. I guess you guys deserve this. I'm sorry. You guys think that I'm a fraud or something. I guess I got to be more transparent with you guys. So we had an issue with the house that I was buying, right? You know, we had a little bit of an issue with that house. So we ended up not getting it just because the house was too much. And I did not calculate things like freaking HOA fees, man. So I did not calculate the HOA fees correctly and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's too much. The housing market's terrible. The interest rate is terrible right now. So we had an issue with that house that I was getting. So we had to actually scrap that and then like find a new one. So we ended up finding a new one. We ended up getting the new one. And right now production is underway. The house is not move-in ready, right? So we got it in a good area of town, much better area than my previous house. So good area of town, nice area of town. And we got it for cheaper because the people that live there were dirty and they had issues. So I was able to get it for a cheaper price, right? And right now I got my people working on it, right? I got my people working on it. So it should be ready. Should be ready in the next month or I don't know if I'll be able to get in there this year, but maybe early next year I'll be able to get in. So yeah. No, the house is nice. The house is nice. It's just, yeah, it's a little, the people that lived there were just, and that's why I got the house for, I mean, if that house is fixed up, ooh, it would have went for like probably 40, 50K more than what I got it for, right? So the fact that it was not as, it's like I said, it wasn't, I could have moved in, but like, you know, there was hardwood floor, they had carpet, but there was just some like, oh man, and like the master bathroom is too small. There's just like a number of things that we just gotta fix. So we're just taking care of, my people are taking care of that, you know, we're taking care of that. So we'll get that done. My game room, we're gonna be putting ideas for my game room. The rooms are kind of small, so we kind of have to do a little, I'm gonna have to deal with a little bit of a small room. I might still be using this place as well, but we're gonna work on, maybe by next year I'll have like my real, because like I can't pay for everything all right then and there because this is too much. But probably by the end of next year, we will have like my real game room set up there. But for right now, I'll probably be using here and the other place. I'll probably just leave most of my equipment here and just film from here and like record from here. And then I'll also have my, like, I'll probably get like a MacBook and probably stream from like my place if I'm at home, you know. So we'll probably do like a little hybrid until everything's set and ready to go. Just wherever I'm at, I'll stream from wherever I'm at. And I'll clone my hard drive and all that. And I'll have everything in both locations. I'll buy another camera. I'll buy another mic and everything. I'll just have the exact same equipment in both places. Well, I'll have better equipment at my new place because I'll buy some new equipment. But yeah. Was it Section 8 rented? Why the hell do you think I would ever move into something Section 8, bro? Like, you really think that I would move into a place that's Section 8? Come on now. Section 8. I said that it's a nice area of town. It's nice. I didn't say it was freaking ghetto in the hood or that it's it's a house. It's not Section 8. It's not, what? Oh, man. No debt. No credit card debt. No credit card debt. No, the house was in bad condition. It wasn't in bad. The house was in fine. The house was in, the condition was fine, guys. The house there was just some things that we needed to fix. Like there was a few different, they fixed some things, but there's just some, like I said, it's just like, it's not appealing to our eyes. Most of you guys would have moved in. I can tell you that right. Like, most of you guys would have just moved in. It would have been fine. But for like myself and for like my wife, like we weren't gonna move into it how it looked there, right? It's just like it doesn't fit our taste, like what we would like in our house. Like the house that I had before, there's a certain taste that we had that we liked, and this house did not suit that. So we're getting our people to make it like that before we move in. No, we don't want to be living there, and it's like, we're having other people come in and out of the house, you know? You want to be able to have the house move in, like when we move in, it's good.
Oh wait, wrong game, lol.
You know? So yeah. Exactly. It's easier to fix up the house when there's nobody in there. So, like I said, it's not bad. Like the hardwood's done. Like we don't got to put no new hardwood on the floor. We don't. There's a lot. It's fine. It's not like there's broken or anything. Like just like a little drywall. Like we got to do some painting. You know, just little things like do a little bit of painting, do a little bit of fixing with some stuff. Nothing too crazy. But you know, we got to make the bathroom a little bit bigger. But outside of that, it's cool. It's cool. The house is fine. Old Manendorf with the $2 says, yo, OJ, in your opinion, what Persona game should I start with? Played SMT 3 and 5 last year, and I loved them. Well, you played SMT 3 and 5 last year? Okay, well then play 4. Yeah, play 4. My bad, Persona. Oh yeah, just start. Persona 3 Reload is coming out soon. Just pick up Persona 3 Reload and then go to Persona 4 Gold, and then you can play Persona 5 Royal. But yeah, Persona 3 Reload's coming very soon, so start with that one once that game comes out. Shout outs to Old Manendorf. Thank you for the $2. Shout outs to J2 Blue says, Hadouken! Oh, wrong game. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, J2. I know what you're doing. Shout outs to the Combo Breaker boys. Thank you so much for the $3. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate that, guys. Is it an older home? Nah, the home's not old. Nope. Let's see here. When do you think that they will initially reveal the Switch 2? Any guesses? Probably summer. I'm thinking summer, spring or summer of next year. You know, a house can be in bad condition and not Section 8 rented. Like that's the thing. Like I've dealt with. This is like my second house that I bought. And dude, I've seen houses where had nothing to do with Section 8, and the people there are just dirty, or it was just rented to people that were just dirty, or just squatters, or you know, like it has nothing to do with just Section 8 equals this. It's just, dude, there can be dirty, nasty people. Trust me, when a lot of you guys go house shopping, you'll know if something was Section 8 rented or not, right? And I can tell you something right now, bro. Like you will see all sorts of stuff. Like when you go house shopping, some people just don't care. Some people just don't care, and you'll get a deal on the house if you're willing to do the work yourself. You'll get a deal. Luckily for me, I got my people. You know, I got some people that I met that can do a good job for me. You know what I'm saying? For a good price. So, you know, I'm lucky, but not everybody has that, right? So, so yeah. But sometimes you'll just find people that are like just nothing to do with that. They're just dirty people, bro. February direct, if they wait till summer. So how could a February direct go if they wait until summer? I'm not sure what they'll do for like a February. They can just kind of detail more of the games that are coming out. Obviously, Princess Peach is still coming. They still got some third-party games coming as well. So like they probably just kind of detail that, and it'll just be not that great of a Nintendo Direct. Like the last Nintendo Direct that we got was just kind of like, here's all like the last stuff. They can even talk about, hey, look, here's Twilight Princess, here's Wind Waker, right? They can just do that. If they did that, everybody would be happy. If they just came out and had a direct that was like 30 minutes, they just went over Princess Peach, they went over Thousand Year Door, they went over Luigi's Mansion 2, They went over maybe some of the other third-party games that are coming. Eiyuden Chronicle, 100 Heroes, Suikoden, some other third-party games. And then they just said, here's Twilight Princess. Oh, here's Metroid Prime 3. Here's Metroid Prime 4. Or Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3. And here's Wind Waker. And here's Twilight Princess. And they gave us like a tease of the next-gen Switch or something. We're just saying we'll have more information later. That would be a direct that everybody would be hyped for. They'd be like, oh, wow, that's a great direct. Bam. Right there. So yeah, like if it was it could be a remastered direct, bro, and people would be like, yeah, it's the end of the gen. It sucks, but we'll take it, you know? Nathan, you are right about that. You are right about that. It's just legal housing code. But yes, there are. It's interesting because the area that like I said, the area that I'm talking about is definitely not Section A. It's just not. It's just isn't. But I see what you're saying. 100%. You're right about that. There are like new development, but there's a limit though. Like there's certain types of neighborhood, like the neighborhood that I'm talking about, like the areas that I'm talking about, like in terms of like the pricing and all that, is just not with something that would be Section 8, you know, because like my friend did Section 8 and all that, and I know people have done that, and this is just not it, you know. But it's all good. Like I said, when the house is done, I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of a tour, because this will be like the first time that I actually have like I gave you like there's a house tour of my first house that I bought. It's on my YouTube channel, so I mean I don't know where it's at, but it's on like this YouTube channel. You can look it up. I gave you guys a tour of like my first house that I bought. When I get this next one and it's all fixed up and the furniture's all in there and everything's good, I'll give you guys a tour of that one too. I'll give you guys like a little vlog tour of the house or whatever the case is. So we'll do that as well. So I think the reveal in April would make sense, and have it released in June or July. That'd be a very short time period from reveal to release. That's actually the shortest time period ever that Nintendo would have for like a next gen, not like a revision, but like a next gen system. April, and then that's not enough time. April, May, June, that's 2 months. July, no, there's no way. They would need at least, I would say the bare minimum is like 4 months, man. Like 4 to 5 months is the bare minimum that you should probably announce and then have a set path. I would be shocked if it was like 2 months later. I don't think so, but yeah, but that because that time period is just too small in between. The Switch was good though. The Switch was revealed in October, revealed in October, released in March. That's good. October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 5 months, you know. I think something like that would be good. So if you reveal it in February or April, May, June, July, August, September, release it in September, that's fine. Release it in October, that's fine. Or even if you want to release it in November, that's fine too, you know. Yeah, that's barely enough time for distributors. That's barely enough time for all the other stuff that you need, you know, in terms of like, you know, everything. If it was a revision, you could probably do it quicker. Like a revision, you could, because same supply lines, whatever, you're just revising the hardware. But for like a whole next generation thing, you got to figure out shelf space. You got to figure out what's going on with the marketing. You got to figure out, like, I mean, they know what's going on with the marketing, but you got to just do so much stuff. I don't think 2 months is enough time. Like the lead up, the press, all that type of stuff needs to be done. CDW Roland, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you so much, man. Spring teaser, summer presentation, releasing fall is my bet. Yeah, I thought they'll do a big reveal with live presentation again. You know what? I don't know if they'll be live, but they'll do a reveal. They will do a reveal of it. I think that they will do at least 2 reveals of it. You know, they will, in my opinion. So yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah, I can see that. I just know what Nintendo is. I just want to know what Nintendo's cooking. Yeah, that's just too little in between time, you know. System will probably release September, November. Yeah, September, November. Buster5 says, with Switch success, Nintendo will have to plan this carefully. I mean, everything is planned carefully. Whether a system is successful or not, they can plan things carefully. Whether they're successful or not is going to be based off the games. That's really what it comes down to, is the games. The games, the marketing in the games are the most important thing. The games in particular are incredibly important. So Make sure that they have great games is going to be like the first and foremost, which Nintendo does state. Like they've said multiple times that like, yeah, like that's our integrated hardware, software. That's our plan. That's our goal. And I think that pretty much we all know that Nintendo's biggest teams are cooking up crazy stuff. There's going to be a big new 3D Mario revealed. There's going to be a big new Mario Kart revealed. There's going to be big games. There's going to be a big Monolith Soft game that's already been in development for multiple years now. Like, there's going to be some good stuff. There's going to be some, like, groundbreaking stuff. Wait till we see Monolith Soft's new game. Wait till we see the new 3D Mario. Wait till we see the next Mario Kart game. Those are all going to be part of I think of the reveal and stuff like that. So, do you think they're going to get Switch to outsell the DS? Play it waiting so long to reveal? I don't think that's the case because it's not going to outsell the DS anytime soon. So it's going to outsell the DS after the next system is out. It's not going to outsell it like before they release the next system. So that's not part of the equation. They just have to keep, Nintendo's always said that they're going to still release games on the Switch. So I see Nintendo doing some dual launches for some games. So that's how it's going to outsell the Nintendo DS. It's going to be a system that they support with eShop games, with smaller games, with less intensive games for the next probably 2 to 3 years after launch. And if they do that, then it will pass with the DS. So it's not about, oh, well, we don't have any other system, so you guys have to buy this one. It's more about still supporting that system. So, and dropping the price so people can just be like, all right, I can have this option. I can still play this, just like the PS4 sold after the PS5 came out. The Xbox One sold after the Xbox Series came out. The Nintendo DS sold after the 3DS came out, you know? So it's kind of the same thing. Let's see, the day that the new 3D Mario and new Mario Kart game gets announced, I'm going to lose my mind. Well, at the Nintendo event back in October, they announced a new 3D Mario and it wasn't a new Mario Kart, but it was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But they had Mario Kart and they had new 3D Mario at that event. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the key to, like, that's the key to victory. The key to victory is Mario Kart and 3D Mario. And of course they had Breath of the Wild. Obviously Breath of the Wild, but Nintendo did not expect Breath of the Wild to do is what it did. But I think definitely having a big 3D Mario, a big Mario Kart, and then having Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if you put that 4K 60 or you put that 1440p 60, you update it, better frame, 60 frames per second, better frame rate, all of that. Hell, you get all of that on a cartridge, all the like the DLC and everything on a cartridge or even a double pack. That would be incredible. And I think that would even supplement like people just probably just buying the system. You know, if you got Tears of the Kingdom on at 60, right? 60, 1440p or whatever. I think that would definitely be, or even like Breath of the Wild, right? Breath of the Wild and Tears. That would be huge. That would be huge for moving units. People would buy it again buy the system just to be able to play those games at better resolution and frame rate and stuff. So I don't think they're going to update Xenoblade 2. I don't think they're going to update Xenoblade 2 or Xenoblade 3. I think that the games that will get updates will be like the best, like the biggest, best selling games. Those are the games that are going to get updates. Games that aren't the biggest and best selling probably won't get any updates. I think even some games that are the biggest and best selling won't get updates, you know? So yeah. A free update would be great. I just don't think they have anybody, you know, working on it. Smash, no, because Smash already runs at 1080p 60 frames per second on the Switch. So yeah. Pokemon, there was a rumor of somebody who got information a lot right saying that there is going to be a patch for on the next system. That's what they said on there. Who knows if that's actually going to happen, but there was a rumor and he did get a bunch of information correct before Nintendo revealed the DLCs. So there is that. We'll see. Next Monolith Soft game I'm salivating for. LOL, had a great time with all the Xeno games. Yes. Platinum Games might update Bayonetta 3 just because they want to. They might do it just because they want to. So we'll see. Especially since I think Mario is going to be a launch title. Yeah, Mario's going to be the launch title, and then Mario. I think they're going to employ. They're gonna do Mario launch title, and then they're gonna do Mario Kart probably like for like the big holiday game, or maybe not even. They might wait for Mario Kart for like the next year, like early next year, like a May spring release. But I think Mario Kart will be out within the first year or so. Like, I think Mario Kart's definitely going to be not a really late title. It's going to be a driver, because they know that they can release Mario Kart at the beginning of the generation, and it's just going to help it. Like, it's guaranteed sales. It's guaranteed sales. It's guaranteed system sales. Like, people are just going to, even if you don't outsell X, Y, or Z, there are going to be people that say, I want Mario Kart. I want the next Mario Kart, and I'm going to buy the system for it. And it's going to be a steady flow of people every single month. Like I said, it might not break the biggest records or all that type of stuff, or sell 1 million copies at whatever, but it's going to be a game that people just consistently buy for like the next 10 years or whatever, right? Depending on like what they do with the game. So yeah. Nintendo control and pull a Rockstar Mario Kart 8 Super Deluxe with a booster pack, courses included. Nah, they're not going to do that. They already kind of did that, like with the pack on the Wii, or on the Switch. Like, you can get like a pack that comes with like all the booster courses. It's a download code, but they already did that, so I doubt they're going to do that again. You think Mario Kart would miss the first holiday? It could. I don't think that's ideal, but I mean, it could if it needs more time. But once again, they might have something else ready to go. Like, if they have something else ready to go for the holiday, right? I mean, they can wait, or they can just simply say, hey, we got 3D Mario. That's still going to be our big holiday game. Maybe we'll have the next Monolith Soft title. We'll have some third-party games that come out, you know, so it should be okay on that front. You know, maybe they'll have Kirby, or they'll have something like that ready to go. You know, like another supplemental, like B tier-ish type of title. So there's always that. If somehow ARMS 2 comes before the next Mario Kart, I'll be livid. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be an ARMS 2. I don't know if they're gonna do ARMS 2. I think that they might just maybe, I don't know. ARMS already runs at 1080p 60 with rollback netcode. So I mean, I don't know. They might just do like an expansion to ARMS and maybe just say ARMS EX. Like, I can see them maybe doing have a small developer on there and just like, hey, look, we've got ARMS EX for people. We got a bunch of new characters and that, and it's not necessarily something that's like a big deal. It's like the same game, but just like a remastered version of ARMS. I can see them doing that. You know, I don't see them doing like a whole new games. You know, like like a ARMS Deluxe. You know. So yeah, like exactly like Pokken Tournament DX. Exactly. Pokken Tournament DX is freaking incredible, right? New Pokemon, new modes, new stuff, but like they didn't really have to bring everybody back on to do all that. So I can see them doing that, like a ARMS Deluxe, ARMS EX. That'd be cool. I'd be down. I'd be down for ARMS EX. I'd be down. Maybe like they got like an actual a good single player campaign in there. I'd be down for that. What about DK? There's been rumors about a DK game. I think DK could definitely be a big holiday game that they use. DK used to be a big showstopper, and honestly, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze has done really well, all things considered. Like, it's sold really well. So if they have a brand new DK game ready to go for like the holiday, I think that could do really well too. Like, Mario could be like the starter, and then Donkey Kong like 1-2 punch is really good. I think a new DK game would sell, or it could sell as good as like Donkey Kong Country Returns, right? Like Donkey Kong, like on the Wii, like, it could ultimately end up selling that good, you know? So yeah, especially a major focus on the next Mario Kart. Yeah. There's no reason to release the DX games if they're still using the same media as the Switch cartridge. I guess, but at the same time, we've seen developers also do that as well, right? Like, we've seen developers use the same Blu-ray, but then still release like a better version of that, right? So I'm not so sure about that, you know? Like a DX version or an extra version of the game, right? Like, we've seen developers do that, like even like within the same console generation. So they could, or it could just be like an update, you know? ARMS will definitely get a deluxe version since Mario Kart Team would be releasing new Mario Kart games, so ARMS Deluxe would come with new fighters. We'll see. We'll see. You will see. I think the only next-gen system that will probably feel like a true next-gen is going to have a huge leap. The PS5, Xbox Series don't feel like that big of a leap from previous gen. I mean, I think that they do feel like a leap, but it's in a leap in like the little things, like when it comes down to it. Like, I see what you're saying, Uncario, but I think that obviously, like, the further you go each generation, it's like the law of diminishing returns. Nintendo is not caught up graphically. So yeah, whenever Nintendo, like, you know, makes this leap, because pretty much they've had not the same, but they've had like, okay, it's like around, it's a bit better than PS3 360, a bit better, but they haven't really went further enough, like far enough. So this next jump is going to be a bigger, like a way bigger jump from what we can visually see, simply because Nintendo games aren't as advanced or as been advanced in terms of graphically as PS4, Microsoft, and Sony for like the last since 2013, right? So the jump is going to look bigger. Now, obviously, is it going to be bigger? I mean, no, it's not going to be a more powerful PS5 Pro or whatever, but it's going to feel like a bigger jump considering Nintendo has been at like, you know, PS3 360 level and a bit above that since 2012. And we're now in 2023. So it's been 11 plus years, right? 12 years. Whereas Microsoft and Sony, they've done PS4, PS4 Pro, you know what I'm saying? Which increased the graphics, 4K, potentially checkerboard 4K. A lot of PS4 and Xbox One games still look really good. Or Xbox One X, that can run a lot of stuff. If developers actually decided to make games specifically for the Xbox One X, you could probably get borderline next generation looking games, right? Or current generation looking games right now on that system if they were allowed to specifically develop just for that system. Because the Xbox One X, yes, the CPU is kind of dookie, but the GPU in terms of what it can do and like the power that system has, it's really good. But developers were barred from actually developing specifically just for that. They have to make for Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. They have to make it so that obviously they're not gonna sit there and they can't go all out, you know. So that's why I think that that it could be interesting to see like what Nintendo does next, because they've been kind of like at that level and now they're going to jump obviously clearly above, you know, PS4 level and all that, and even above into their own thing, like with DLSS and with new technology and with, you know, a custom SoC. These are all things that are extremely exciting to just sit there and say, it's not just PS4, Xbox One, it's like Nintendo going a custom SoC, like something completely different, like, you know, way better in terms of what they've ever done before. So should be fun. Should be fun. But I just want Nintendo Inside Games to release a full budget game with Dragalia Lost. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. I'd be down for that. This gen, PlayStation and Xbox, more about, it's about load times, efficiency, load times, things like that, you know, things like that. So yeah, that's all part of it. Let's see here. Okay, so Gary DeBrown, you are late on our stream, or you're behind. So I'm gonna need somebody to tag Gary and let him know that he's actually far behind on the stream. Now, but I'll answer your question or your comment. Yes, he did threaten. That's called threatening legal action. That's called threatening legal action. He did threaten legal action. He first of all, he said, making me be out to be this, or we're scammers, or we're this, and then he said, I'm lawyering up, and he did threaten legal action. He threatened litigation, right? He threatened that. He's saying, you guys are saying this about me, and we're not this. You know what I'm saying? I could pursue legal action. So no, he definitely threatened legal action. If any more information that he feels is slanderous towards his name, he definitely did. I mean, there's no need to defend that. He did. So yeah. I watched the video, and it definitely seemed like he was threatening legal action. He definitely seemed that way. He didn't just say, I'm lawyering up because I want to make sure everything's good on my end in terms of things. He specifically referenced other content creators, what they were saying, and pursuing potential legal action. He threatened legal action based off of if they say something that he deems to be slanderous. I watched the video. I watched it. You know, so, but like I said, we can agree to disagree. It says, that's not threatening. Then we agree to disagree on what a threat is. Then I definitely feel that he is trying to threaten, or he is trying to basically put it out there that he's going to do that if I don't like what you say, or if you're trying to say certain things, I'm putting it out there, you know. I'm in terms of that I will call that a threat. I personally would call that a threat. Paul Gale says, hit that like button. Threaten to defend himself are two totally different things. Sure. And I call that specifically mentioning what those content creators said, specifically referencing that you're not fraudulent, specifically referencing you better not, I can't hear you say certain things like that, and I'm gonna go, like, that's a threat to me. So you can defend him till the end of time. I don't really care. we can just, like I said, we can agree to disagree. But to me, that definitely feels like that is some type of posing of a threat or threatening. Like you're trying to either intimidate someone to not say something, or you're definitely trying to sit there, you know. I mean, but we can go over it if you want. We can definitely go over it, you know. We can definitely go over it. Exploring options just seems like a way to definitely pose a threat of you know what I'm saying, of luring up and suing them. That definitely seems that exploring options. That definitely seems that way, you know. Let's do it. All right, let's do. I don't know if there's anything to do. I mean, I've already watched it, but I mean, we can do it. You're just gonna disagree, though. I mean, but hey, for the sake of all things that's fair, let's do it. Do you have the timestamp of where we started talking about that? I watched the whole thing, but do you have the timestamp? If somebody has the timestamp when you start talking about it, we can. I guarantee you, if you're in the situation, you'd do the same thing. No, I would not do this. First of all, one, you don't know me, Gary. I don't know if you've been here. So let me just go over this. No, one, you don't know me. So no, I would not do the same thing. If I was in the same situation, I'd call an L, because this dude needs to take the L. I wouldn't do the same thing if I was in that situation. No, I wouldn't. I would simply take my L and say, you know what, guys? I made some mistakes. I own up to it. I fess up to that. There's a situation with it. And you know what? I'm going to try to do better in the future. Boom. I'd keep it short and sweet. That's what I would do. I would not do that. So you don't know me. You don't know how cautious I am with my life. You don't know me. I've never even talked to you in my chat. So don't sit here and tell me what I would do or not. I wouldn't do that in that situation. Hell no. When you're black, you do things a little bit differently. You take extra precautions against stuff like this because you don't get the benefit of the doubt when that stuff happens. So hell no, I wouldn't do that. That's how I lived my whole life, bro. I'm not young. I'm old. You don't think I've been in positions where certain stuff like this could happen to me? You don't think I've sitting there and taken an L or 2 or 3 with litigation or with certain things? Trust me, I have. I have a lawyer, by the way, and I'm dealing with certain stuff on my own. And I'm not going to sit here and pursue things that are going to be an L worthy. So absolutely not. I would do that. I would absolutely not do that. You don't know me, bro. You don't know me. They didn't put out any false information. They didn't put out any false information. You're just defending Jirard, which is fine. You can defend him all day. Let's see here. Definitely did threaten legal action because he's not liking what others say about him. He did. Let's take a look. We're gonna take a look. Let me see here.
This video.
Okay, my response. All right. So anybody, let's get the timestamp. Let's see here. I mean, we didn't even see we didn't listen to the response. So I think it's, in all fairness, we should listen to the response. I agree. Not the whole thing though. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get to the part where he actually.
That $14,000 on account outdoor events. And donations are not always collected at the same time. There's talk of 125 funds.
I'm a computer scientist through section 49.
So why are you on it after Jirard? Anyways, I'm not on it after Jirard. I'm not on it after Jirard, my man. I'm simply saying my opinion is that if you collect money for research, if you collect money for whatever, you should donate that money at that time so it helps the people at that time. Jirard himself already said that that was his bad. That's what I disagree with him on. And I'm allowed to say that. He said that that was his bad, and I'm saying, yeah, that's not good. If you're doing donations for charity, you should donate that money right away or very quickly. You should not wait 10 years to donate the money. Jirard himself agreed with that. So that's what I'm on. So I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what your deal is, you know?
Here in charitable donations because the Open Hand Foundation has ever funded any of it. As evidence in the public documents, my family and I have not done anything illegal, not before then and not since. And as mentioned previously, we have correspondence from the IRS to prove that. Furthermore, my family and I are in serious conversations with our legal teams regarding next steps, as the allegations that have been made with complete disregard for the truth of the matter. These allegations were made by...
That sounds like a threat. The next steps, I'm in talk with my legal team about the next steps because these allegations, that is a threat. That sounds like you're threatening someone with legal prosecution. That is a threat. Like I said, that is a threat. That is definitely posing some type of threat to someone. He literally just said that. What you mean, bro?
Before then and not since. And as mentioned previously, we have correspondence from the IRS to prove that. Furthermore, my family and I are in serious conversations with our legal teams regarding next steps, as the allegations that have been made with complete disregard for the truth of the matter. These allegations were made by individuals who self-admittedly aren't even financial or legal professionals. These allegations are slanderous, and we believe we're done with selfish intent. They have directly jeopardized the safety of me, my staff, and my family, and that is not okay. I want to reiterate and specifically address that both the Foundation and I have been accused of forgery, embezzlement, and charity fraud. The allegations imply the Foundation forged tax returns because they weren't physical signatures on them when we e-filed them, or that we altered numbers to hide income or expenses. We can account for every single dollar received and spent in the last 9 years. We do not have anything to hide. And due to the overwhelming amount of people who have been instructed to file complaints to the IRS and Department of Justice, we understand an audit may be coming and we welcome it. Our legal and financial teams have assured us that we have done nothing criminally wrong or illegal. Any possible issues in our paperwork can only be described as clerical errors and are easily amendable. Content creators and influencers should be held accountable when faced with serious allegations. However, the narrative can get taken so far away from the truth that the court of public opinion supersedes fact. I recognize and take accountability for all of my actions. At the same time, I am not going to let my reputation be compromised by allegations that are not true. I own up to my part in this, but I will not be painted as someone who is a con artist and embezzler. I won't be someone whose name gets tarnished without putting up a fight. I owe it to my friends, my family, and myself to stand up to this situation right now.
Dude, he's so angry, he had to go to a black screen and calm down. Because he was so heated and he was so angry, and that got him so heated, he had to take a break, take a breather, and come back with a better attitude because he literally just put out a legal threat. That is legal. Me and my team. And then he went into people saying that, hey, you are saying slanderous or potential slanderous things about us. That is threatening legal action. That is absolutely threatening legal action. He does not need to say anything about his legal team. We already know he has lawyers and a legal team. He does not need to reference the other people saying things about him and also referencing legal. Yes, that is threatening. That is threatening. If you would have just said, hey, our legal team is on the case here in terms of making sure that we didn't do anything illegal, and that's it. But you're bringing up other YouTubers, you're bringing up other content creators, you're bringing up other people, and you're sitting there and saying, I'm not gonna be posed with this. And you're talking about legality. And then he went into saying, we didn't do anything illegal. That is absolutely threatening. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're on, dude. You're just like a super Jirard fan, but everybody here in the chat is saying that's a threat. Everybody here in the chat is saying that's a threat, and you're saying it's not. Mudahar and all of his fans are saying that's a threat. Carl Jobs and all of his fans are saying that's a threat. Jirard's fans are even saying, oh, he's kind of threatening legal action. If you go to the thing, he's kind of threatening legal action. So everyone is pretty much saying he's threatening legal action, or there's enough people that are saying that he's threatening legal action, okay? And then you're saying that he's not. So, I mean, you can come here and you can try to just and cap for him all day and defend him all day. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, a lot of people feel that he threatened legal action based off of what he said. He's threatening legal action if they don't continue, or if people continue to say or do certain things, because he feels that he's been wronged. That's fine. If he wants to do that, that's fine. I personally wouldn't have done that, but he definitely seems like he threatened legal action to me, you know? But once again, we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree, but everybody here is saying that he threatened it looks like he's threatening legal action, you know? So yeah, it's all good. Well, I mean, you can say that we're all wrong all you want to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're saying. It's irrelevant. It's our opinion. If your opinion is that he didn't, that's fine. Most of our opinions is that he did. So you can take it or leave it. You're not changing my mind, you know? And I'm not changing your mind. You're not changing my mind. So we can just move on from it. But he did, you know? So yeah. Like I said, you don't need to know lawyers to know what the threat is. That's what I'm saying. Like, he did. It seems that, but like I said, that's fine. That's fine. He's entitled to do that. He's entitled to talk about that, you know, if he wants to. I personally thought that was a wrong idea because Muda, and the thing about it is this. Go on the YouTube page. Go on Mudahar's page. Go on Carl Jobs' page. Go on Twitter. There are people that have nothing to do with me that are saying that he kind of threatened legal action against him. So you're saying they're all fans of me. There are people that aren't fans of me that don't know who I am that are saying the same thing. So I mean, like, when you like I said, I get that you're not very good at debating, Gary. You're not very good at debating, and you're defending somebody that you probably love and that you're probably a big fan of. You know, so you have your bias there. I have no horse in this race. I have nothing against Jirard. I saw Jirard. I was next to him, and I had nothing but good things. Based off of what I heard, I had nothing but good things to say about Jirard. You know, I think that I don't think he's a super bad guy or anything like that, but I have no horse in this race. I'm calling it how I see it. You definitely like him. You like him, and I know that you like him because you rushed in here and you're saying this, and you're not even listening to what other people have to say. You're not debating in good faith, and you don't care what anybody has to say. And you're saying, and then you try to paint it as, well, we're all biased. Dude, there's a bunch of other people that are saying the same thing that I'm saying. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me. There are people that are saying exactly what I'm saying all across the internet. Go on Twitter. Go on Twitter and look. Go on Mudahar's page and look. Go on Carl Joss' page and look. Go on neutral sites. Go on Review Tech's page. Go on anybody's page. There are people saying that he threatened legal action. So it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay? It's not just me. No, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. And I don't want to know you because you've came here and you've debated in terrible faith. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here is saying one thing. You're not entertaining anything that we're saying here. You've proven nothing. And if you want to have a debate about this, I would say that you have to come about it a little bit more intelligently. That was clearly something to do with legal and potentially posing a legal threat or a legal threat to somebody else. There are a bunch of people that are saying that, and you're saying that everybody's wrong and you're right. That's not debating in good faith. It's really not. It's really not. Because it's not just me. You're saying, oh, everybody here is biased towards me. Dude, have you not seen what other people are saying? Have you not seen what other people are saying? Like, that's insane to sit there and say everybody's just biased towards me. That's why they're saying, dude, it's not just me. We can go across. There's other people saying the same thing, bro. You know? So yeah. I mean, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. So it's all good. It is all good, man. Dude, all of you, literally, this guy is so weird. Look at this. I'm going to quote tweet you. You said, when did I say everybody was wrong? Dude, right here. You literally said it right here. Dude, all of you are wrong. It's not a threat. Dude, I'm done with you, okay? This will be I'm not going to talk to you because you said, when did I say all of you were wrong? You said it right here. You said it right here. Dude, all of you, is that your name? Your name is Gary D. Brown. Dude, all of you are wrong. It's not a threat. I'm pretty sure you just said it right there. This is what I'm saying, that you're not debating in good faith. This is exactly what I'm saying. Because you forgot what you just said because you're so biased or you're so tilted towards him, you legitimately forgot what you just said. You literally just said, dude, you were all wrong. I'm done. Moving on. Don't delete that comment either. Don't delete it. I've got it screen saved. I own that one. Man, sit your ass down, Gary. I own that one. You own it like Jirard, buddy? That's on me. Hey guys, I didn't know. Sit your ass down. You see what I'm saying? You're not debating in good faith, bro. Sit your ass down. Now let's get back to the stream. Jesus Christ. It only took me, what, 5 minutes to expose you being crazy in this chat? This man said, that's on me. What the fuck? You forgot what you just said. You were angrier than Jirard, bro. How do you forget what you just said? What the hell? He said, that's on me. Okay, Mufasa. Damn, this man said, that's on me. That's on me, Simba. Like, bro, come on. Jesus Christ. I'm riled up. No, I'm not riled up. This is my entertainment, bro. You making me, you're looking like a complete moron right now. The reason why if anybody gets riled up, I'm only riled up about how stupid you're acting in my chat. I'm surprised somebody would come in here and forget what they just said 2 seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget what they just said 2 seconds ago. You definitely one of those people that had a science project due and forgot that it was due and went to school like, damn, I forgot. I knew about it for a month and I forgot. You definitely one of those people because you couldn't remember what you just said 2 seconds ago. And then you said, I'm putting words in your mouth. You guys are all biased. You've come here throwing all sorts of accusations against people. And then when somebody says, no, you said this. No, you didn't. You're putting words in my mouth. No, how dare you? You're just here. You're not debating in good faith. That's what I'm saying. Your brain is scrambled, bro. You didn't remember what you just said. There is no excuse for that. There is no excuse other than you're heated and your brain is scrambled because you legitimately just said, like, literally like a minute ago that you are all wrong. And then you said, I never said that. And then you started accusing us of putting words in your mouth. And you just said it. You just typed it out on your keyboard and put it in, and you already forgot. Don't talk about me being riled up. Don't talk about me. You forgot something you just said 2 seconds ago. You forgot what you just said 2 seconds ago, and then you have the audacity to say that I'm riled up. Bro, you so riled up, you forgot what you just said. Your keyboard moving so fast, you forgot what you just said, bro. Don't talk about anybody else being riled up. You need to learn how to take the L like Jirard did. Take a L like Jirard. Take the L. Anyway, timeout. Have a timeout, buddy. Before you forget what you just said again. Confirm the timeout. Nah, I don't like the way that you rolled up into my stream, bro. You rolled up into my stream way too confrontational for no reason. You didn't even say what up. You didn't even say hi. You rolled up into my stream way too confrontational, and then you started accusing everybody of just being biased and that they're gonna like me just like me, and then you started accusing everybody of being wrong when I stated that you're just saying everybody's wrong, it doesn't matter. And you said, I never said that. Nah, bruh. You rolled into the stream too confrontational. You don't, listen, I get it. People love Jirard. This stream has not went after Jirard. I have not went after Jirard in any type of... Have I went after Jirard hard in this stream? No. I simply said what anybody else is going to say. And what Jirard said himself. Jirard said that it's on him about not donating the funds quicker. He said it's on him. And I agreed with that. You know? And even in the title of my stream, like, it's not like I said Jirard is some type of crazy fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't say that either. So it's not like I'm out here saying that Jirard is the worst person in the world. Listen, he made a mistake. He made a big mistake. Jirard made a huge mistake. Like, that's just the facts. He made a mistake, and hopefully he can get out of this one. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So yeah, this man needs a timeout. How do you forget what you just said? I can't debate with people like this. People like that, you can't debate with them because they're not going to debate in good faith. They're just going to forget what they say. They're just going to make bad faith arguments all stream. I can't debate with people who forget what they say two seconds ago. That's too much, and they're just gonna type comments all day. That's just, nah, we ain't dealing with that tonight. You have the same 10 years, graduated high school, went to college, went to law school, worked the same prosecution, took the hiatus. Now Jirard probably donated charity money. Psh, seriously. Went to law school? Oh, that's awesome. That's cool, Squirrel Swirl. 10 years is more than a mistake, gross incompetence. That's true. Gambino, you're right about that. That's gross incompetence. It really is. What's up, sellout? Gary thought he was standing on business. Yeah, he rolled up with the BS. He didn't even say what up, man. He didn't say, yo, what up, OJ? This is how I feel about this. Okay, hey, OJ, OJ, what's up, man? I just got to the stream. This is how I feel about this. Like, it's not even like common, it's like common courtesy. Like, if I roll up to a stream and I disagree with the stream, I'm like, yo, man, what's up? But hey, I don't, this is what I think. Now, I get it. A lot of stream culture, you just kind of say whatever your thoughts are. I get that. But still, like, I don't know, man. It just, like I said, rubbed me the wrong way. And then, like I said, he's not debating in good faith. Like, he forgot what he just said. So, I'm not going to sit here and be all like, you know, So yeah, whatever. Let's see. What did you say? What did you have to say about Jirard? What do you mean? What did I have to say about Jirard? What does that mean? But is Jirard in the wrong for trying to take legal action? I would have not taken legal action after this. Is he in the wrong? No, he's in. Anybody has the right to take legal action. Like, you can try to sue or try to do whatever against anybody. Is he in the wrong? No, he's not. Like, getting legal counsel is the smart thing to do. However, you should let your legal counsel see the rest of it. You should simply just say, "Hey, look, guys, this is it. This is my response on this." Let people say things. Let people say things. If what your response was good enough, then that should just be good enough. I don't think his legal counsel told him to put threats out there about that. I don't think that they did. I don't think that they did. I think that was just him. I think that was just Jirard. I don't think of. Listen, guys. I'm dealing. Listen. I'm not gonna say too much because I can't, but I'm dealing with legal stuff too, like with my daughter. Okay, and there's certain things that. Listen, I made mistakes before in the past in terms of stuff that I said, like what I said before, compared to now. I'm so much smarter now, and before I was saying stuff, and it didn't help me. Even if I was right, even if they were messing with me, it didn't help me before. Okay. Now, do you got those that were there? You guys know what I was talking about in terms of what I said before, right? Because I was so upset at the situation, so I felt like I was being wronged. Now, I'm not saying nothing. Even if I'm right, even if there's things that are happening to me that are bad, you say nothing. You don't give them any ammunition. Even if it is gonna go to court, you say nothing. You wait. And when you get to court, or if there is something there, then you bring it up. But you don't make veiled threats online. You don't say certain things. You don't say, "I'm gonna do that." Like, you don't do that. As somebody that's been dealing with stuff from people who've done stuff, you don't just don't say anything, especially publicly. Just, if you've got something to say, put out your evidence, put out what you're gonna say, and that's it. If people continue to slander or say different things, then you can handle it behind the scenes, or you can handle it then. Even then, I'd say leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Drop it. If you've done nothing legally wrong, then that's fine. If these people are going to say whatever they're going to say, then if they're going to say something that's slanderous towards you, you can respond in a video. You can respond in a video and say, "No, here's the reason why. Here's our X, Y, and Z receipts. You're wrong." You'll get clout, you'll get new subscribers, and you'll get positive buzz for your channel. But I don't think that was the right call. You know, I don't think that was the right call. It seems like Jirard and both the YouTubers investigating were negligent, which is better than fraud and defamation. No, I don't think anybody was negligent in this case. Both sides in this case have stated certain things that maybe not quite on or not quite 100%, but Carl Jobs and Mudahar were okay. There is nothing that they said in terms of in this investigation that says they're not allowed to say that. Now, maybe they made a mistake or two or three or whatever the case is, but nothing that I've seen so far is negligence and, whatever. The only reason why this money's been donated is because they said something. I repeat, the only reason why this money's been donated at this point is because they said something. It's been 10 years, Zood. It's been 10 years. So they're not negligent in anything so far. Could they be off on a couple different things here and there? Maybe, maybe not. I need to see all of their responses, and I think Carl's putting together something. But if somebody hasn't donated money in 10 years, and then you make some videos and you intentionally admit to, "Hey, look, like, I made a mistake on here," they did nothing negligent right now. They brought up the appropriate questions and the appropriate things that were happening. They accused of those things because there is evidence to back up some of the stuff. Now, it might not be 100%, but there is evidence to make that accusation. It's not slander. There is evidence to make those accusations that there's money potentially being skimmed. There is enough evidence to say it. Now, they could be wrong, but there's enough evidence to say it. Now, if there's no evidence whatsoever, everything's been donated, they have all the receipts, they have all the bank statements, they have everything, then absolutely not. Like, yeah, that's slander. They have everything there. Like, where are you getting this from? But clearly everything isn't there. It's not slander, and they're not going to be held legal or liable or legal. Like, there's nothing that Jirard can do. They're not going to win. He's not going to win that case. He's not going to win it, you know, because there's enough evidence to make that accusation. You know, there's enough. Trust me, as somebody who's been, trust me, bro, all they need is a sliver. And when it comes to, all you need is one little sliver. All you need is one little sliver. We just saw this with Shannon Sharpe. We just saw this with Shannon Sharpe and Brett Favre. Brett Favre apparently takes money from the taxpayers of Mississippi. He uses it to fund the Southern Miss and like a volleyball stadium and other things. Shannon Sharpe goes on TV and says, this guy's a fraud. This guy's stealing money. Brett Favre says, that's slanderous. I never did that. They go to court. Brett Favre loses. He lost. You lost. He loses. Shannon Sharpe called him a bum, called him that he's stealing, called him a fraud. He called him all these things, right? And they went to court, and because there is a sliver of evidence that Brett Favre did steal money, there's a sliver, there's just enough, right? They said no. Nope. Nope, there's enough. There's enough there for him to say that. I'm telling you guys, slander is very hard to prove in court. Slander is very, very, very hard to prove in court. Like, legitimately, the fact that the completionist already admitted that it was his bad, you know, and once again, he contradicted himself a couple different times because he said that he found out like a while ago that it's not cool that they haven't moved the money. He said that, and then now recently he's been saying in that video, he's been saying, oh well, we wanted to make a big impact. Okay, but you found out a while ago that you found out a while ago. You know what I'm saying? So there's like some contradictions. The bits, the bits and the different type of stuff that he's saying, it all goes to charity. And then now he's saying, oh well, there's administrative costs for us. We gotta fly people out and all that. But you said during the stream that it all goes to charity. Like, there are legitimate concerns here that no judge in their right mind would say, you know what? Yeah, that's slander. There's legitimate. Now, like I said, I'm not picking a side. I'm simply saying that they have enough to say what they're saying. It's not like they're not allowed to say what they're saying. I'm simply saying that they're not going to be found liable in court. Like, they're not going to be sued for anything, you know? So yeah, man. Well, I wasn't wrong. So Gary, I wasn't wrong. So admit when I was wrong. Well, I mean, here's the problem, Gary. Now listen, if you feel insulted, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Okay. I'll admit to that if you feel insulted. However, I will add in, I'm not going to take the complete L. I will add in that you came in here accusing us of accusing the fans of bias, accusing me of attacking Jirard. You came in pretty aggressive, bro. Let's not act like you came in here actually wanting to have a normal conversation. Like, you came in here aggressive with your defense of Jirard. You said, why am I attacked? I never even attacked him. You came in here hot, bro. So you want to talk about people insulting, and I get that you owned up to it, but you were accusing people. You're throwing out accusations left and right on the people here and myself. So I felt some type of way when you did that. And the fact that you said, I never did that, you're putting words in my mouth. Like, you are so confrontational that you forgot what you just said 2 minutes ago. So I felt the need, like, hey, I'm going to say something a little bit, I'm going to escalate a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And I understand that you're a fan. I get that. You owned up to it. Not everybody's perfect. I get that. But you came in a little bit too hot, bro. So I felt that was a little bit disrespectful. I think that's a little bit disrespectful because you're disrespecting the people here and you disrespected me myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt like a little bit disrespect. Personally. So yeah. So it's all good. I don't care what you think is equal or not. I explain myself, and that's all I'm gonna do, bro. So that's all I'm gonna do. So if you feel insulted, you can leave, and you don't have to drop any money, man. I appreciate your viewership. You don't gotta drop anything. That's never been the rule here. Like, you're gonna drop something, whatever the donut, like that. That's fine. If you don't want to, that's cool. If you feel insulted, that's also fine. I'm sorry you feel that way. But I'm explaining why, because you came in here a little bit too much. You were disrespecting everybody here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You were saying everybody here just bias. Everybody here can't think for their own. That's not good, bro. That's an insult too. If you calling everybody like a hive mind or everybody just they can't think for themselves, that we're all, most of us are adults here. So that's not, I mean that's a big insult. That's like, damn, that's insulting somebody's intelligence as well, you know? So I mean, I felt a certain way about that. So but it's all good, man. But like I said, if you feel that type of way, that's cool. I don't gotta really go back and forth with you. So yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, Gary, thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Oh no, and now I never putting words. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Gary. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. All right, we're just, it's going to be a little bit more of a, I'm going to go 30 minutes right now. I'm just going to go 30. I think this will probably just end it. Now I'm putting words in your mouth again. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think you're trolling me at this point. I think I'm being trolled. Is Jirard sending these people to my stream, bro? He's sending these people to my stream? Must be sending people to this stream, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, that's a 30-minute timeout. Anyway, we went above the allotted time. I think we'll just round it out, right? I think we're pretty close to an hour. So we'll just round that out as the bonus stream plus that extra 10 minutes that we did. So, because I did owe you guys from the Spawncast and all that. So, if you guys have questions, comments, all that stuff, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. We got 15 minutes left, so he won't be able to come back in the stream. I had to do it for 30. I'm sorry, Gary, but come on, man. The second accusation of me putting words in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't put any words in your mouth. I simply said that by you saying that all of us are just, we're just your fans, so of course they're going to, that is like saying that people just have a hive mind. People can't think for themselves, right? Because we played the clip and you're saying the only reason why people are agreeing agreeing with me is because they're my fans. Not because they heard what he said and they can think for themselves. It's just because they like me. Yes, that is like a hive mind. That is just like you're saying that they can't think for themselves. They're not intelligent enough to think for themselves on this matter. That is definitely disrespectful. I don't care what anybody says. That's disrespectful. That is disrespect. It just is. I've never even seen Gary here, to be honest, man. But I mean, he might have. Some people have dropped money, but like I said, the stream isn't predicated on people dropping like $50 or people dropping money. Like if people want to drop it, they drop it. If you got so upset that you don't want to drop it anymore, or you don't feel like, oh, you feel insulted, then don't drop it. I wouldn't want anybody to drop it if they feel insulted, you know? So that's fine. Like I said, it's cool. It's cool. Like people drop when they want to. I'm lucky that I have a great fan base. We have an 11 times combo count. We got new members. We got people donating. So I appreciate anybody that does anything, you know? So it's all good. But it's all good. If you guys have questions, feel free. Yeah, apparently you can do no wrong, man. But I mean, I don't know. Does that sound like a little bit of a threat? Like, what Jirard said sound like a threat to me? Listen, I'm looking at this here. It's got. Let me look through the comments here. I'm gonna look through the comments. I guess we can kind of end on this and talk about this. You guys can ask questions too. So I'm looking at the comments here. Even if what you said is true, you lost all credibility from integrity from one simple fact. It took 10 years. This is so twisted that ending this video made me feel actually angry towards Jirard. You see what I'm saying? Like the fact people got angry, got caught, faced someone who's sorry doing this. Like it's not just me that are saying this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like people are saying the same thing. So once again, here's another. I'll give you guys a straight up right here. Throwing out threats towards people that only brought out the truths. If this has affected you or anything or anyone related to you, it's only because you had it long coming and you have to own up to. See what I'm saying? It's not just me. This is a comment right here. Look, it's not just me thinking. I have no idea who this dude is. Maybe it's somebody that we know, maybe not. But this dude right here says throwing out threats towards people. So it's not, and 180 people agreed. So when I'm sitting there and saying that people, even on Jirard's own page, they might not be Jirard fans, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're also thinking the same thing. You know? It's not just me or just us here. You know? So yeah, this is the most aggressive apology video I've ever made. I thought I was going to start boxing the. I thought you were going to start boxing the camera any second. That's what did I say about that? I said he was a bit too angry. He was a bit too heated. Like, you can't admit to holding on to money, 600K for 10 years, or holding on to money for 10 years, then be angry. Like, that makes no sense to me when you know that you did something that was very wrong. Jirard admits that what he did was very wrong. You can't make an apology video also being very angry. Now, that type of thing, maybe you do that in a live stream. Like, you streaming like, hey man, if I hear some more, maybe I'll see if it's really slander, then maybe I'll take a look at it. But in an apology video / defending yourself video, you can't come off as angry, bro. You can't come off as angry. That's a mistake. That's a mistake, you know? So yeah. It's a mistake. Once again, threatening to sue people that caught you out. Genius move. Just take the L and move on. From another user just made that same comment right here. Threatening to sue people that caught you out. Genius move. Just take the L and move on. That's exactly what I was saying. Take the L and move on. He didn't want to take the L and move on. You know, but like I said, when you built up so much clout and you built up so much reputation, it's scary. I understand what he's going through. He's probably thinking, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose my reputation. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. Like, he's probably thinking that. So that's why he came off so angry on that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, that's not a good idea. Like, I get that you're angry, but it's just not a good idea to come off that way, you know? Jirard can make excuses all he wants, but he can't actually explain why it took 10 years to donate charity money, and he wouldn't have donated the money if it weren't for Mudahar and Call Question. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So I mean, I don't know if that money would have been donated. Everybody thought the money was donated. You know? Like I mean, and apparently they were tipped off to this. So somebody tipped them off to this. You know. So do you think Jirard will be welcomed back on the Friends Per Second podcast now or not? I think it probably would be in their best interest to not have him on, and I think it'd be in Jirard's best interest to not have him on. I personally would probably, I don't know what I would do. All I know is that I would probably do something differently than what he did. So it's rough, man. It's rough. Sorry for coughing so much, guys. I already took some cough medicine. It's much better now than it was before. So I don't know, man. It's rough. Reputation gone, credibility out the window, public perception completely flipped. Yeah. Plus, I think Jirard should never host another charity again. Yeah, I think he stated that he's not going to do any more, like, charity. I think he's done with charity stuff. Like, he's going to do Indie Land, but that's it. Like, that's all he's going to do. So, yeah, I think at this point, people won't trust him with charity stuff. So, it makes sense that he probably won't do any charity events or any charity things anymore. You know, which... sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you snooze. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you snooze. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you get hit with snooze. You know? So sometimes you get hit with the snooze. Yo, Docilo Ranger with the tune-in tier pledge. Those late elite ninjas coming through. Thank you so much, Docilo Ranger. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. 11 times combo count. Let's go. Or you've been here at the stream. Thank you for becoming a tune-in tier once again. Let's go. Skill Up has been very quiet about it. Does Skill Up talk about stuff like this? I thought he just reviewed games. Or maybe on his podcast. Jirard sounds like he's trying to save his online reputation by making empty threats that he knows they are empty. Yeah. I mean... I think he probably feels wrong, guys. He probably feels wronged in some type of way. But like I said, now was not the time to do it. Like I said, I know the feeling of somebody slandering your name. Like I've had it before. I've seen people do it. You know, so yeah. So I've seen people do it before. So yeah. It is what it is, but yeah, it's turning into an ish show. It's definitely turning into a big situation here, you know. So yeah, I mean it's tough. That's why I'm happy. I just run my little operation here. That's not bad. I just run my little operation here. Operation OJ. You know, we out here. So yeah. So yeah. So it's definitely tough. It's definitely a situation. Boom, 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 boom. Operation RGT 85. Yeah. What's your favorite Switch game? My favorite Switch game? Check out my top 25 best Nintendo Switch games of this year. And my top 25 best Nintendo Switch games, period. I actually had a top 25 best. So if you watch that video, you'll know exactly what my favorite or the best Switch game is. If you watch that video, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. Top 25 best Nintendo Switch games. That came out on August 4th. It's a great video. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. I'll link it for you guys right here. If you watch my vids, you'll know exactly what my favorite games are. But if you watch, how about this? You can watch my top 25 or top 25 best Nintendo Switch games of 2023. So if you watch that video, you'll kind of know. You'll kind of know what's up. So I'll link that one for you as well, Ahmed. I hate to do it to you, man, but I answer that question so much. I have answered that question. I think I've even already answered that. I think you've already asked me that question. I've answered it already. So probably Xenoblade 2. That's why you guys need to watch the videos, because if you watch the videos, then you'll know exactly what my favorite Switch game is. If you watch the vids, if you don't watch the vids, then you won't know what my favorite game is. Thanks for being my nightly soundtrack at work. Love your live streams. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel as long as you have. Jose, your skit on the Game Awards was hilarious, bro. Yeah, I just wish that the audio came out better. Like, it didn't jack up the audio. But outside of that, it was a pretty funny show. I'm thinking about remastering it somehow. Somehow I can get the audio fixed. I don't know. I think I probably can. I probably can get the audio fixed. So I'm thinking about maybe putting out a remaster, like if I have more time to work on it. And, you know, just like maybe for members or something like that. The misclick clip throwing the dog was hilarious. Yeah, it was pretty funny. You know, like I said, I was sitting on that joke for 3 years. I saw that clip back in 2020, but I felt that Miss Click was going through a lot, so I didn't want to put it on her then. And then she had her child and all that, and I didn't want to put it on her then as well, because she was kind of going through some things. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is not a joke to say. And there was also some other stuff that kind of came out, so I didn't want to like add to the perception of her, you know, like negative perception. So I didn't want to talk about that. So because I kind of wanted to put it in like a couple of my other Spawncast awards or Spawncast VR, and I decided not to. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect year. I think she's okay. Everything's good. So this year will be good. She's getting back to streaming. She's feeling better. So I said I'll put it out this year. I'll kind of put that. But yeah, I was sitting on that joke for 3 years. So yeah. Already considering a remaster? Who do you think you are? Naughty Dog? Yeah. He said you did Miss Click dirty. It was funny, man. It was funny. The girl doesn't look like her, but she kind of looks like her. You know. I don't know who got done dirtier. Josie. Everyone's saying Josie and Click were like the worst. John wasn't too bad, but Josie, the Baldur's Gate thing. Obviously, we know it's gonna be something bald. I mean, I did end up killing Nate, so I mean that's not very good. I did expose myself, Dreamcast guy, and RGT pretty hard for flip-flopping on stuff. Like, or being completely hypocritical. So, I don't know. I don't know who got it worse. I think it's probably Josie or Click. One of those two. Those are pretty funny. The boogie clip was crazy. Yeah, Josie had a lot to say about that on the Spawncast. She was like, she doesn't look like me. I was like, Josie, you need to get your sister. You need to get her. There's something wrong with her. She's like, yeah, there's definitely something wrong with her, but she doesn't look like me. She was definitely thinking that is not. They don't really look alike that much, but they both have the same body type. So I was just like, they both are very like, you know, slender, 5'5", 5'6", you know, or no, Josie's shorter than that. I think Josie's like 5'4", whatever. But they're both very slender, you know, slender girls. So I was just thinking, you know, there's whatever. So yeah, I respect Josie can take a joke. Yeah, she can take a joke. She can take it. It wasn't, to be honest, nothing really cut that deep. I think the thing about my Spawncast awards is that nothing's actually really messed up. Like nothing that I say is really messed up or bad faith. Like I don't think there's ever been a single joke that I've said. Like Evan has bad faith jokes that are just like, but he doesn't say them publicly. You'll say them like behind the scenes stuff. You'll say them, which are just kind of like, oh man, that's like really wrong, right? Like that's like really messed up. But that's fine because like we're all friends, so we can do that. But I don't think I've ever made any public bad faith jokes in my Spawncast about anybody. I don't think there's ever been anything that's like really bad faith public, you know. So yeah, they're all like just really like silly. Like, okay, yeah, Josie looks like somebody else. Okay, yeah, Josie, she didn't like Metroid. Boo-hoo. You know, like, you know, click, oh, she complained about Tears of the Kingdom a lot. Give her a crying trophy. You know, Baldur, oh my gosh, MVG's bald. He's getting a bald trophy. You know, it's nothing ever that crazy. Like, it's always just pretty tongue-in-cheek, pretty calm. But it's just funny because it's like, there's like some truth to it, you know? But it's nothing ever too bad, you know. No, it's not humor similar to South Park. South Park is definitely bad faith humor. But that's what makes it funny for some people. But South Park is absolutely bad faith humor. Like, no, not South Park. It's not like South Park at all. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. If you haven't seen it, go watch the Spawncast Awards 2023. Go check it out. It's pretty funny. RGT would make OJ cry. LOL, just saying. That's cat. Ain't no other man on the internet gonna make me cry. Fudge out of here, bro. You don't know my life. You don't know what I went through. I remember last year when John Cartwright won the award for something Benedict 3 Helena Taylor drama, and it made me laugh a lot. Was it him or was it both of them? Was it a tie between him and like Susie Hunter? So I think it was a tie. I don't know if it was a tie or was if he won it. Yeah, that was. I think it was Dreamcast guy was nominated, John Cartwright was nominated, and Susie Hunter were all nominated for that. I haven't had too much time to play much lately, but I did get some. I got some gameplay in for Cuphead, Ori, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder recently, so it's pretty good. So it was pretty good. It was fun. It was fun. Fun times. So all right, guys. That's going to wrap it up here. We went a solid 3 hours or so. We are going to be streaming a little bit more. I might even have some morning streams. So make sure you guys look out for the morning streams. There will be maybe some morning streams coming up just because I have to get a little bit extra work in addition to some extra cool bonus streams that we're going to be doing based off of you guys' support. So thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. And gameplay streams will be making a comeback as well. So that should be fun. So if you haven't seen my most recent video, check it out. We talked about Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince review scores. We finally got some review scores on Metacritic and all that. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you can. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you guys' support. And shout outs to everybody here who donated, flipping the switch with the Stream Ninja, Stream Hokage. Thank you so much for the Elite Ninja pledges, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, J2 Blue, Old Madendorf, Tat. Thank you guys for donating. That's it. Everybody that dropped some support tonight, I appreciate it. Everybody that's members as well, I appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow for more content. All right, guys, I'm gonna go work on a video for a bit, but there might not be a video tomorrow morning because I'm gonna get sleep tonight just because I've been not sleeping. But I will work on a video, and I promise that I'll have that video at the latest done by Wednesday. Okay, guys? All right, love y'all. Peace.